First America.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 2 of Ice Cream Christmas.
There's been so much wrestling this week.
So much. And I love every bit of it.
I saw your post earlier. I was like, that's nice. It's well done.
I thought so. And it was really good for Ace to do what he did, too.
All the
Ace,
time he earned his keep. Look. So we found this out after the show.
mm-hmm.
Um, -1, Brody Lee Jr. had his first match last night. He was part of the CGW Clusterfuck Rumble, I guess, whatever they call it.
I think it's Cluster Buck. I don't think they
Did they
actually
just
call
call
it.
it Clusterfuck?
Yeah, I think so.
Um, he was the last entrance. He helped eliminate Megan Bain. So his next match is a shot at Tony Storm for the title. Um, and then he eliminated Joey Janela.
Yes, he did. Gave him a
And
gave him a clothesline his daddy'd be proud of, too.
he did. And then that roll through into the ankle lock was fucking beautiful. Um, and then he hit Joey Janela with a stunner and eliminated him. God damn, Randy Orton's wife is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I didn't want to interrupt you. I saw that just a second
you
ago,
should
and I
have for
was like,
that. Kim Orton is a beautiful woman, y'all. That just a beautiful woman.
so is
That's all there is
mommy.
to it. Do what?
And so is mommy.
Yes.
Which now she has a son, in case you didn't know.
Who?
Mommy.
I guess I didn't.
So a guy showed up at the signing with adoption papers and asked her to
Oh, yeah,
sign
yeah,
them.
yeah. I saw that. Okay, well, then you're ahead of me a little bit because I'm just now seeing EO.
Okay, hold on.
Are we opening with the women?
All right, let me know when it stops showing Bianca
Bianca's on.
as it starts to fade. Tell me.
Okay.
Yeah, we're starting with the women.
Nice. There we go.
I'll be about on the right side.
We should be close. Alani Jordan, first of all, has on a shirt that says really her,
Mm-hmm.
which is fire, and took pictures with Steve Austin and Mick Foley and Dallas Page today, which is awesome.
Okay, I'm really tired of hearing this song. So tired of
I
hearing
have
this
it
song.
muted. I have it muted because I'm good.
I love Penta taking every chance he can to do that little strut he does.
Yes.
There's a video of him walking down the street. He caught a reflection of himself in the window and just started doing it. Hasn't his time been now for the last 20 years? That's what a song keeps saying.
Nancy just messaged me and said, with over 50 billion streams worldwide, with over 50 billion streams, worldwide sensation Ava Max. I'm sorry, who?
That's how I feel. I don't know who it is. Not a clue. I know who that is.
Yep.
Did she just shimmy? Ma'am, stop.
Do what?
I said, did she just shimmy? Ma'am, stop.
Yes, a little bit.
And from my understanding, Macho was hitting on you at that point.
That was offsides.
Was it?
It was funny, but offsides.
Not too far?
Nah. I don't want to be a part of your family. We know what your fucking dad does. That Big Mike. That dress is hideous.
Big Mike.
Yeah, I said it.
Welcome in, sir. Is it hideous or is it just not showing off anything?
Can it be both?
I mean, all right. Fair enough.
I do really like this desk.
I do too. I kind of wish they would replace the new desk with this. It's probably going to just be a WrestleMania thing, I would think.
Possibly.
'28th WrestleMania. He's only missed one day of work his entire time there.
Which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I've never liked a job enough to miss one day of work in a year, much less however many years he's been there.
One of my favorite things I saw today is there was a video of a girl going around to her coworkers at Walmart going, "Hey, how many points do you have?" All the coworkers. Just to see all their reactions are amazing. Again, with the champ coming out first. And you know they're probably going to give some like fabulous entrance to one or both of the other two.
Big Mike, have you gone back and watched any of GCW from last night? They did swap the. You're right. They swapped the announced teams because the Spanish team was on the other side last night.
Oh yeah, they did.
Which means somebody's going through that side now. Michael Cole's safe. He's like, "Fuck y'all, I'm moving over here." So I don't know if you heard us talking about it. Brody Lee Jr. made his debut last night at GCW and was amazing and fantastic. And Amanda's replies to the tweets about it have been hilarious. So if you get a chance to catch the GCW clusterfuck from last night, just fast forward like the last 10 minutes. The rest of the show was good, but if you want to see that one thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound like I was shitting on the rest of the show. There was a lot of people I don't know on that show, so it was hard for me to be excited about it. Like Cheeseburger showed up. There was a couple.
So that was the only problem. I've watched a few things um on Triller, and that was my only problem with it, is it was a lot of the same people.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, I've kind of already seen this match at least 3 times now. I'm done. Let's go. See, we're doing something special with her. Like, what? What about the champ?
That one girl in the gold has no idea what she is doing. And I feel bad for her because she.
Oh, I thought that girl in the gold was her.
Wait, is that her daughter? It's her daughter, I think. Her stepdaughter. It's Montez's
Stepdaughter. Yep,
daughter.
yep, that's Montez's daughter. And that's not a loss. Don't say that, Cole. You know that's how we fudge numbers here. If it's a battle royal, that didn't count.
Right.
Like cheating while you're drunk. Doesn't count. That's a big ass robe.
Yeah, it is.
I am not touching that one with a 10-foot pole, Mike.
No, because that girl, I'm sure, is an absolute sweetheart, but she has no rhythm whatsoever.
Ooh.
Hey, there's Minute Maid. Don't you
There's-
drink those, Michael?
I do. I do drink Minute Maid. I'm the one person still funding that company.
Why is Michael Cole hating on Pittsburgh? Damn. Did you see all the water in my backyard?
No, I did not.
I posted it on Facebook. Of course, the roof blew off that place. It's Rhea.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what's this headdress here?
That is amazing.
Now, I cannot verify, but that looks very Joker or Batman Who Smiles. Or Batman Who Laughs, excuse me. Would help if I say that properly with my nerddom. Especially with that little crack of a smile she did there. I wonder if when you signed up for the seats up there by the entryway,
Right.
did you have to sign like a seizure warning order or something?
A burn warning too, because that shit's pyro and stuff.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I think you may be right, Mike. I don't seem to remember her doing a red lip at any point.
I think she has. She normally does do dark lip, but I think she has done red. I could ask Grace; she would know. Goblin's at work tonight. Well, she'll be
Oh,
here in like an hour or so.
well, we will miss our grandma until she gets there. Championship.
She looks amazing. I love Alicia Taylor, and her outfits are always so good. Why are I need someone to explain to me why people are booing Bianca. Fuck she do.
Because they're showing her as the heel. It's the fickle fans, I'm telling you. Daniel Bryan was right. Fickle. See, Kofi, that's how you do crazy eyes. They don't have to bug out your head. That picture's still giving me nightmares.
Mary left super late and still made it to work on time.
Yeah, I'm
What are
thinking.
we what are we getting?
What?
Puppy dog started to get barky with somebody.
Okay. Yeah, I'm really thinking that, Mike, with the red lip, the crown, like the way it was.
I like it though.
I do think
Yeah,
it was very Joker inspired.
definitely. Please tell me these two are not going to little sister EO again.
Yep.
She said, nah, bitches. Fuck y'all.
He looked at Rhea and said, "What did the five fingers say to the face?"
Slap. Bitches, get over here and have sex with Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy.
That is probably one of my favorite skits ever from any show
Mm-hmm.
that did skit comedy.
Dave
Yeah,
Chappelle
I
was just
definitely agree. I think it's
unhinged.
definitely a Joker inspired because you can tell that they put makeup on her to lighten her face up
Yeah,
because of
there's
how
a definite
tan she
line
is.
down here.
Yeah, you can see it down here. Somebody's blending was really bad.
Well, I think they were thinking the choker there would block it. I don't think they were trying to blend it. But as she's moving, the choker is moving up and down,
Yeah.
which is fine. She still looks amazing.
Yes, you do. I look, if you're gonna give me a full-on heel Bianca, I need her on SmackDown with the Profits.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. Pull that braid. Nice. Let's stack both the girls. That's right. You showing me, yo.
So dealing with a puppy dog.
That's all right.
I can't deal with you. They better not do some dumb shit like that.
I saw that and I'm like, that's funny. That's funny right there. Come on, do the point thing. Do
That
the
may
point thing.
be that may be the best moonsault since Ultimo Dragon started doing it.
Maybe.
For an outside the ring moonsault like that. I ain't doing this shit with you all night, bro. Go ass back in
He
here, bro.
begs to differ.
I swear to God, all I'm here for is food for him and to open the door.
I feel like I'm missing something.
I can't get over. Yeah, you're not wrong, Big Mike. She's so, like I said, best moonsault since Ultimo Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking about that moonsault like that from that springboard. Okay, that was nice.
That was good.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Y'all ain't right. How you gonna do her like that?
That was little sister and somebody.
You what?
That was little sister and somebody.
Yeah, no kidding. So I said something to Mary about getting a tablet for me to watch at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, just take my iPad because it like folds over
Mm-hmm.
to just a tablet. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know it did that. So now I've got to download like Disney Plus.
I'm going to say this as secretive as possible. Big Mike, is it because you needed a way to watch the things? Because if so, I'll help you out with that.
Oh, you're talking about the stuff from? I got you.
Yeah, the things.
Yeah, I got you. I understand what you're saying.
We help each other out in this household.
Yeah, we do.
It is kind of Buzz Lightyear-ish. Thanks. Now I can't see that. EO's gear.
Who? EO?
Yeah, Big Mike said EO's gear reminds him of Buzz Lightyear. Now I can't see it.
Nah. I know EO's just like, okay, Bianca way oversold the fuck out of that. She Scott Hall that shit.
Nothing wrong with that.
There's not.
I'm glad someone finally said it. Someone tweeted Charlotte Flair and Stephanie McCurry. They're talking about all that with that move. No, put some respect on Madison Rain's name. She was the one that used to do that move first.
Okay, we got you.
Yeah, we got you. Remind me after the stream, and we'll hook you up.
Is Bianca holding her coochie or?
What it looked like? No, she's holding her hand.
Oh, I'm like,
I'll
why
admit
does
though,
it
you
look
said
like
that, and
she's
I'm like,
holding her
is she?
coochie? Oh shit! Oh shit! Rhea landed on her whole hand
Yeah.
and wrist. Oh.
Welcome everybody watching. You got me, Mike. You got Tori over there. You got Big Mike in the chat, keeping us honest.
Right?
I need to go back and watch the Slammies. I heard Slammies were pretty good.
I didn't even know the Slammies were happening. Oh.
Yeah, it was part of their like 138 and a half hours of programming this weekend.
They really did have 138 hours too.
Good Lord, that was a pounce. So to go ahead and throw it out there for those watching, all I have seen today on Twitter is a bunch of negativity about this weekend, and we will not have that here.
I look.
Was there more to that?
Sorry, somebody messaged me.
Okay.
I have heard so much crap about this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
WrestleMania night one was bad, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed night one. Was it great? No. Was it good? Absolutely. Like, I don't get the hate. Like, why are y'all pissed about this? What about this weekend has been, what the fuck is that?
Lost and Found energy drink. Orange Scream.
Okay.
The creamsicle energy drink. Delicious. They have a new flavor coming out here soon. It's a sour apple. Can't wait for that shit. That's gonna be fire.
Okay.
Anyway, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I don't understand why everybody hating on night one. And I don't understand why people are bitching about all the different options that are out there to watch.
Well,
Like,
it's literally and it's why I posted the thing I posted today is because people seem to think that because you critique something, because there's something that you would change about something, because something you didn't like about something,
holy fuck.
that means the entire thing sucked. No, it means that, okay, there was a couple of things you would have changed. I would have had Gunther hold out a little longer. However, what people don't know is like
the outcome, you just would have had him hold out a little longer.
Well, not only that, but his match with Ilya, which that's a big thing everybody's posting about now, is like, well, it should have been Ilya. Ilya should have came back and took the title from him.
Isn't Ilya hurt?
I think so.
Just shut the fuck up.
But the thing with it is, the last time they fought, when he beat Gunther for that long reign, it was in the same exact format. Literally. Like, he put a sleeper on, and within a second, he tapped out. And so it's what he does. I don't like it, but
they said
it's fine.
Either in the post show or something. They were like, he's a smart person. He tapped because live to fight another day.
Mm-hmm. Which makes perfect sense.
Okay. Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Her lipstick getting smeared like that just adds to that Joker vibe.
Mm. Oh, okay. All right. You were thinking something a lot more intelligent than I was.
I wasn't. I noticed the ripped up fishnets and the cakes, but I was
No,
talking. I
it
was looking
was
for.
smeared makeup with the look up, and you were a lot more intelligent than I was in that moment. I lost all thoughts of
This is why we
thinking.
can't have nice things. I will say, with the three of them, I expected this match to go for a bit and be fantastic.
Yeah.
Is Io going to powerbomb her out of this?
I mean, it kind of looks like that's what they're setting up for. Unless
Yeah, it
you want.
is. I look, to me, this is your honestly, and I know they've both all three been there for a bit. This is the future of your women's division.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna poison Rana her. Oh, mommy said nah, bitch. Oh
Oh
fuck.
God, dang!
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Mommy said nah, ho. And I don't say that derogatory about her. I just, there's that headbutt,
Hold
which is
on, but
always
wait a minute.
amazing.
They're doing this stuff. Io is still up
Where's
on the
Io?
turnbuckle up there.
Yep, where's Oh Jesus Christ.
That hair whip is crazy.
Io.
Yep, they set that up perfect.
Hey.
The right person
Come here.
won. Look at that.
Yep.
And
Hey.
perfect ending. That
Different. Easy.
was a 4.5-star match. Seven
That
and
was
a half
fucking
if you're in the
great.
Tokyo Dome.
No. Fuck Dave Meltzer. That was just a great match. I'm done with this star rating
I
shit.
know.
Can we not just say it was a great match? It was a good match. It wasn't a great match. Like,
But if we don't
I understand the
quantify
star
it, then how
ratings.
do we know what's better?
That sounded so nasty when she hit that top,
Mm-hmm.
but that hung her up perfectly. That was so well done. God damn it, that hurt. Just hearing that hair whip hurt. I'm so glad she won this. So, are they doing the tag team title match for SmackDown next Friday? So they had the match Friday. DIY
Oh, yeah, yeah,
interrupted.
yeah. Yeah, no, that's on SmackDown.
We're doing a TLC match on SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. That's part of why everybody's just like, why would we not do that? Like on the show?
Why not? Even if you did it on the pre-show. Tiffy is so pretty. Did you see she still has all her teeth?
Yes, I did. Real nice of her to let us know.
It was. It definitely was. Appreciate the heads up. This match was one of the best matches of the weekend already.
Yeah.
Like that was so good. And it was nonstop. There wasn't really a slowdown.
No, it was bang, 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 which is good because that's always my fear with triple threats and fatal four ways and stuff is you always have that like rest period
Yeah.
of this person's got to go sit off for a minute. No one sat off for too long.
No, that just kept on going. Buddy tweeted that Rhea is Miss WrestleMania. Flavor Flav. Love that guy.
I love that guy too, but he's like 137 and a half now, isn't he? Like, how is that man still alive?
I thought he was well in his 300s.
Just saying. And he lived better now than he did like 5 years ago when he was doing that reality show of his.
How
Back
are
then, he
you
looked like
rich
the
the
Crypt
kid when
Keeper.
you have a kid? Like, what the fuck?
That's like, when do you stop being Lil? Like, all the rappers now are
Right.
Lil. When do you stop being Lil? Lil Wayne's been Lil Wayne forever. At some point, he need to be Big Wayne. Sin City Street Fight.
I just realized I didn't take my pills. Fuck.
Rude. Better
I
take
don't
those.
know. Reconnected with a friend and was talking about stuff that had happened. I haven't talked to him since before I came out.
Oh, shit. Who is this? A person I know, or is this a friend we're not?
Somebody
Okay.
I worked with at Dish.
Okay. There are people
But
in our own circle, and I need them to stop because now one of them is posting that the person that should be Randy's opponent should be Brock Lesnar. No, I don't. He does not need to be here. He can be done. He said he's retired. Let him retire. I don't need to hear anything more. Love these people, but no, I don't. I do not want him here. I'm sorry. I just realized that I interrupted you there. You reconnected with him and what?
um and just we were talking about stuff and I was kind of reflecting on things from years past,
Mhm.
and it made me realize I forgot to take my pills.
Oh, okay. All of that to say, oh yeah, my bills.
Literally. Okay, well, while we're doing this, I'm gonna run to the bathroom. So,
Okay, we'll be here.
hey, if Big Mike's in here, do we want to add him into the video if he wants to jump in?
I'm pretty sure he appreciates the time off. Like, I'm not opposed to it, but he's
He's
been,
like, I had so much streaming this week. Fuck that.
I'm sure he's enjoying just sitting here watching wrestling and not having to worry about streaming it.
All right, I'll be right back.
Agreed.
Yes,
Agreed.
100%.
This is gonna be a great match. I have just not been a fan of the build. I don't know what it is. I can't get behind The story? But the match is going to be a banger. Oh, what is this? It's got to be from a game. I don't know what from, though. Oh, is it Mortal Kombat? It's probably Mortal Kombat. So it looks very Kano in his gear there. Doo-doo-ba-doo-doo.
Tonight as a big great fight. The hate way between these two men. That will prove much in time over the last several months.
You over here, Matt Cardona in it. Always ready.
Numerous times over the past 12 months, of course, starting last year at WrestleMania, when Grace Casket is your money in the bank contract of the year.
Let me check something and see if I can do that.
The sacrifice numerous security guards over the past several weeks. We don't need it tonight. All bets are off. No hold guards. State City Street. You and I were in the middle of the kickoff building a couple of days ago. These going to be trying to get their hands on to each other for a long time. Tonight, it's an all-beat buffet.
Why does Drew look like Luchasaurus?
I think it's Kano. I think it's a very Mortal Kombat inspired thing.
I just saw Mike's reply.
Yeah. I said he's over here like Matt Cardona, just always ready.
Always. You know what? There's a part of me that hopes that's Randy's opponent. Nobody's talked about it, but did you notice Cardona hasn't wrestled at all this weekend?
I have not noticed that. That's a good point.
He has not wrestled a single match this weekend.
I'd be okay
when was the
with
last
that.
WrestleMania weekend Cardona did not wrestle a single match since he was released?
Yeah, I'd be okay with that.
You know the pop that's going to happen if Always Ready hits? Especially if they do it like we've talked about and start with the O radio. So did that Big Mike saying he don't get hype, he stay hype?
That's right.
Is that Mojo Raleigh over here? Is that what this is? Man, I haven't said Mojo Raleigh in a minute. What did he just say?
What did who say? I am too juvenile for this bullshit.
Who in the fuck?
I swear to God, he hit that bass note, and I thought it was like, did someone just fart on TV?
McAfee put his microphone down there for it. Oh, okay. In case you weren't aware, Mallrats is an Easter movie if you need something to watch once we're done.
Things people don't talk about. Yeah, I'm checking just a thing real quick to see if I can make it easier to swap. Give me just a second.
What do we need to do?
Because we're going to do this, I want to get you the proper proper things.
Oh, that's who it is. Might want to change the name on that too.
See? Damn it. All right, never mind. That's why I was going to try to see if I could make it easier. That's fine. We can do it this way. It's just going to be a minute while I fix your stuff because you're not Kid Bandit.
Whatever. It's fine.
Well, no, I know it's fine. I'm a perfectionist. Leave me alone. So I was just trying to get it perfect before he got in here. You know me. I'm my own biggest critic.
Oh, I know. People watching the stream can see you doing your stuff too. You can see how hard Michael works, y'all. This man puts in the hours and the time for this show. So as much as I joke about I just show up, he really does work hard, and I appreciate him for that.
All right, Big Mike. I shot you the link in the chat if you want to go in there real quick.
There we go. That's how you do it.
Right.
Who you got on this one?
It's got to be Drew.
It should be Drew, but I want Damien to win.
And that's, yeah, I mean, that's very, I want Damien to win because I don't want them to lose steam on him becoming a main eventer. But, I mean, Drew's lost a lot.
But the sad part is, even with losing, it hasn't diminished anything. Like, it hasn't changed anything for him.
Oh, apparently LFG's still happening tonight. I figured they would have preempted that because of WrestleMania.
You would think.
Sped!
Sped, what's happening?
Welcome
He's just here to talk about his boy Dominic Mysterio winning.
Hey, at least we'll all get to watch it together.
And I think we all agree that Dom is winning.
Yeah. It hurts me to say, but all right. Do that. Do that. Oh. Nope. I gotta swap things.
Hey, Mike, what's happening there?
What's going on? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Heck yeah, thanks for the invite.
We're big fans. We're like we are always like with our friend group. We're like the more the merrier, y'all. Just show up. We don't care.
Whatever.
You know,
is
you have the
cool.
wrestling
I've
news
never
thing
used
up,
this
too.
system, so it should be interesting. So I may have to change my. I may have to pause my stream because, like, when I'm listening to you guys on YouTube, I'm a little ahead of you guys, so I'm not
Oh, okay.
sure.
If you're
I don't wanna
watching it on
spoil anything.
YouTube, it's a little behind us.
Yeah, but like when I hear you on YouTube, I'm ahead of you. So like I've already seen what you guys are talking about. So that's why I'm worried.
Oh, okay.
And I don't want to spoil anything by reacting to something that hasn't happened yet for you guys.
I hear you. All right. I'm driving like crazy.
I love Drew McIntyre. That's so funny.
Man, McAfee on there spitting.
Damn.
What just
It's
happened?
Drew's
for you?
brother. He
Drew take a
grabbed his
selfie.
phone. That's amazing.
Okay, yeah, I saw that a second ago. That's when I was laughing. I said I love Drew McIntyre. So I'm a little ahead of you.
Yeah, you're 30 seconds or so ahead of us.
So tell me when he pulls the table out from under the ring. Drew.
He got a chair.
He pulls the table out in just a second. I'm not going to
Oh,
say anything
okay.
else. But yeah. Tell me when he pulls the table out from under the ring.
He just pulled two of them out. Yeah, he just pulled them out. He just whipped it
Okay,
out.
yeah. Yeah, okay. Nice. As you do in Scotland, because you don't wear underwear, apparently.
Right.
Brave people not to wear underwear anytime, and you're wearing a skirt.
There we go. Now things are nice.
You know, you
fixed.
could have just left that blank. It'd have been perfect.
I know.
It's fine. I appreciate it, though. I appreciate how hard you work, too, just like Tori does.
I appreciate it. Not gonna make me
He
blush
couldn't
on
have left
WrestleMania.
He really couldn't have left it. It would have driven him nuts all night long.
I mean, you could put
Yes.
that other guy, and it would have been just fine.
Yeah, he couldn't have done it. He'd like to say he could have, but he couldn't have. There's not a chance he could have just left that.
No, not at all. Well, not to mention, just for to talk to what Jess is saying over here, you're not as pretty as Kid Bandit.
That is 100% true.
That's true.
I also don't move like Kid Bandit. After
Did
watching
you catch their
some of their
match with
matches,
their match with Zack Sabre?
I've seen highlights, but like when we were talking about the interview you guys were doing, I went back and did a lot of research and a lot of the moves that they're pulling now. And there's even when I was in shape, which was never really good, there was no
Right.
way I was making moves like that.
Yeah, they are so talented. And watching them go hold for hold with somebody like Zack Sabre Jr. is crazy. Like, it's just the talent involved is crazy.
Okay,
Puppy
I
dog.
was wondering because I couldn't see the comment that she had made.
He'll move it around. Since we're not gaming, Discord doesn't need to be there.
Not that it's important. I mean, if I can react to what you guys say either way.
Yeah, I can see it on you. I keep YouTube pulled up while we're doing these, so I can see the comments there.
You know, Joe did that interview with Chris not too long ago, and he was talking about him doing commentary. I miss his commentary specifically on Drew matches, because him with the "give us a kiss," I popped every time.
Who was doing it?
Joe, Samoa Joe.
Oh,
Every time you give that Glasgow kiss, give us a kiss.
Because Samoa Joe on commentary is always money.
Oh yeah.
I have a puppet dog here.
So
Come on,
underrated.
pop up here and say hi. Hey,
Smojo's
Come on.
underrated anyway.
Yes.
come on. Come on. Come here, baby. My dog's being a pain in the butt now.
Yep.
Because he thinks this little box of nerds is for him. That's why. Rude. Priest hitting that choke slam with a chair wrapped around his head. It's mildly impressive.
Yeah. It's kind of fun. That's what I was saying earlier. Like I knew this match was gonna be great. I couldn't get behind the story, but it's just two big dudes beating the crap out of each other. That's always a
Yeah, I
good
mean, I
time.
didn't mind the story just because it went back. They tied it in back to WrestleMania, and it's funny people complain about nobody does long term storytelling anymore, and WWE's full of
Oh,
it
yeah.
now.
Well, and WWE's also good about doing like what I call Marvel storytelling, which is shit didn't really weave in, but they find a way to weave that shit in. Someone mentions like,
Yeah, remember that time we were on camera that one time 6 months ago?
yeah. Well, I was like with that, like the Paul Heyman promise thing that popped up, and it's like, they didn't think of that. Just someone was just
Yeah.
like, hey, wait a minute. And then they totally took credit for that. Absolutely. That's what we meant to do. It was all wrapped in.
And that's probably the part that Triple H mentioned where he looks at Twitter and looks at social media. That's probably where he gets that. He saw somebody post it and he's like, oh yeah, we need to put that in there.
That's a great damn idea.
I will say, somebody posted some on Facebook about the Bloodline story being over. Literally, just that one time at Bandcamp. Literally, that's what it feels like sometimes. Michael and I referred to them as Rampage specials. Those things where people just happen to be walking by each other in the back.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're having a match.
Speaking of walking by people, I've had this theory, and I've said it personally. I don't think I've ever said it on air, so you guys maybe get an exclusive. You're welcome. It's interesting to me how every time somebody like at Raw or SmackDown are just walking down the hallway by themselves, how they do it like they're coming. Why is there always one random person that just walks by every single time? And I'm like, why?
It's the next stand. That's what it is.
It's one of those wrestling tropes. My favorite trope to this day is like, all right, I'm your tag team partner. We ride together. We die together. We had a fight. For some reason, I don't talk to you for 7 days. I don't understand that at all. We're just now sitting down having this conversation just because it's Raw the next week.
Well, and it's also one that we've talked about. Something will happen where they don't see it. It's all on tape. Go back and watch it. You'll see what happened.
Who was Jess's prediction on this one? I forget.
Whatever.
I know everybody on our panel picked Drew.
Oh, everyone picked Drew?
Yeah, but she wasn't on my panel. I don't know who she
Oh, okay.
She had the special panel with John and Layla and all them.
Oh,
I wasn't invited to that one.
With all the fancy
I'm the redheaded stepchild. I'm the one that gets put on. I have to go do my own thing. I have to go play in my room while the guests are
We didn't get invited either, so
I don't get to go to the fun shows.
Yeah. I'm Kevin McAllister who gets stuck up in the attic while everybody goes on vacation.
I mean, you did get to interview Dijak though, and that was pretty badass.
Drew tweeted that picture.
Oh yeah,
that he took.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure his brother
so
tweeted
fantastic.
the picture. He took the picture.
And it says "still bored at work, sir."
No, he was typing something when he took it. You could see him typing right after he did it. So I think he actually sent it and then handed the phone back.
That's
either that or played it perfectly where it looked like he did.
Yeah.
Amanda said, "My biggest qualm with insert city name street fight is I want to see them out in the street.
Right.
If it's a Vegas street fight, I want them battling down the strip with showgirls walking past. and fake Sonic, who pulls his head off and reveals it's Sheamus.
Yeah.
Call it a
pull an
hardcore match,
Elvis
call it Falls
impersonator
Count
wig
Anywhere, but
and-
don't tell me it's a street fight. I love her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I do miss that about like the old hardcore title is like they'd go outside in the snow, have a whole like fucking have a match out there.
Oh, it'd be priceless if they were out there at like one of the little Elvis impersonator chapels where people are getting married and like break up a little hour-long wedding.
Triple H comes over there to break it up, and the minister's like,
Or
"Don't I know you?"
Priest, Damian Priest stands up and starts trying to marry somebody because he's the priest.
Jess, you didn't do anything. We were asking who you had for this match because you said you're gonna lose your prediction.
Oh, I was giving her a hard time, and I said whoever it was, she's wrong. So
Oh, okay.
that's why she probably said that. Oh shit!
Oh, damn. See, that's good storytelling because I forgot he set those up.
Did you see Cody's video of everybody getting out of the van?
Mm-mm.
What he called the Nightmare Family.
Yeah.
It's Amanda and the boys, but Chris Bay's with him.
Nice.
He brought Chris Bay to Mania.
Oh, you had Priest. Okay.
Yeah, well, either one of us is going to be wrong because I said Drew. So
I said Priest.
I also said Drew. I think he needs it more than Priest does.
Like I said, I feel like Drew winning isn't necessary for Drew to matter.
I mean, not
Being a
really.
Claymore
But
him in that corner.
Oh, shit.
that may be it. Yep, that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't end it.
That was well done.
Yeah, that man is dead.
Yes. Good night.
Woo. I love when they innovate shit like that, though. That's
a new one.
yeah. A
Yeah,
Claymore into a
that's-
chair in the corner.
But still, man, the first two matches, I mean, both of them have been amazing.
Yeah, Jess
I
ain't
mean, I've
wrong.
gotten
That
both
man's
of them
dead.
wrong.
That man's dead. He's like, bitch, get over here, raise my hand.
On the steps, too.
As soon as I can get up. Hold on.
He's right.
Yeah. Wonder if that's a
Jess, I'm
trend.
Gonna get
spitting
you.
Facts.
That's where they're going to get you at the end, though. Cody's
Mhm.
going to come out first and let Cena have his entrance and then let Cena win.
I don't know what it is about the title holders coming out first though that bugs me so much. I guess that's my old man
Yeah, I've
yelling
seen-
at the clouds moment.
Get off my lawn.
How dare you kids do that?
That video just popped up.
Well,
Of him bringing Chris Bay.
yeah.
That's awesome. And that future Hall of Famer, -1.
Look, you get out and win your first match and it's a battle royal like that?
And he's what, 16, 17, if that?
15?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
Yeah,
think
he's
anything-
somewhere in that
15,
that
14?
range.
They won't let him take actual bumps in training. Like that's been TJ's rule when training him is he
Mm.
can't take a bump.
That's fair.
They're just trying to make sure he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah, they've started
Yeah.
looking at that, like at football and stuff like that, how taking less impacts at that young age can help.
Yeah.
Yeah, he from what Amanda said in her tweet, I guess it started as a joke about him being in the battle royal, and Joey Janela and GCW were like, "Fuck yeah, let's do it."
I'll take a bump for a 14-year-old. Why not?
Right.
That inside out clothesline was just sick. Well, how do we know he takes center stage? We don't know that he wins tonight.
Because they know what's going to happen.
Because Cena's
I don't know
center
if
stage.
somebody
no matter
told you or
what.
not.
I mean, he could be center stage. I can't see him, so it doesn't matter where he's at on stage, really.
That's fair.
His last ever match. When did he have his first ever match in Australia? The fuck? I would have gone to that just to hit Logan Paul with a chair. And there's not any chance I'd have hit him in the chest like that.
Yeah, they had a video of Zarya hitting him earlier. Apparently, they were at it. WWE World too.
I saw that too. That was good. That
Hey,
line of all of his
time.
gear is insane. All of Cena's gear.
Yeah.
Cormier.
You know that tweet I was talking about that I sent to Amanda about that Angel was sleeping in? I was wrong. It's 257 likes.
Oh.
9,000 people have seen it.
Nice.
Okay. Who knew me being a smartass would be the one?
It usually is.
You just had to move that toggle to normal.
Apparently, Penta said he welcomes a rematch with Chelsea.
He did, yep. Oh, Penta got to be on the Goodyear blimp too.
I heard he tried to swan sign out of it though.
My wife and I were talking about this. I don't think I realized that they still did like commercial, like passenger flights on the blimp. So I thought it was just more like an advertisement.
But this is absolutely an advertisement thing.
Okay.
They've
well, I mean,
had
the way the seats are set up.
Everybody that's been up there is one at a time. Like it's not a bunch of people; it's one person. Here we go, Sped. You still here? Cause your boy's up.
Oh, I'm sure he's watching. I'm sure I'll get a text here in a minute.
We're about to see the man, the myth, the mustache.
Yeah, even my wife watching it, she was going, I'm rooting for Dom today. I'm like, what? Everybody in my life.
That's because he's the lovable dirtbag.
I mean, he's got that Eddie aura going now, where he's such a scumbag that everybody kind of likes it.
He does need to work on that chicken tendy diet, though. Like,
yes,
you need to get a grown-up palate, sir.
Did you see that? I'm guessing you saw that last night.
Yep.
That's pretty damn funny.
He's even said it though. Like he was in an interview, and he was like, "Yeah, that's all I eat. Like wherever I go, I try to see if they got chicken tenders."
I love at the end of it though. They tried to set the interviewer up. Well, that's all I eat is chicken tendies. Well, you should date Dom. Then.
That's right. I mean, I know he's married and all, but
getting across that matter, he'll break that up too. He does.
I like the fact that all the ladies were just like, though, everybody, nobody's dating my daughter. What? Have you seen these motherfuckers?
Yeah, I've met all of them, and nobody can nowhere near him.
What's the over-under on how many times Penta spams the taunt button today?
At least 64.
It is weird though, like seeing him in that little video package earlier, to see him without the makeup on his chin and stuff. He looks like he's like just a fan wearing a Penta mask now.
It's Jericho. He came in.
Or it's Chad Gable.
Chad Gable. I'm not a fan of that whole thing. Like we've talked about it, I'm just not a fan. I think it's very tone deaf.
It is, and I mean, I guess as long as whoever ends up winning the feud, and then they get rid of it, as long as there's a payoff to it that's a positive at the end, I guess. But yeah, sometimes the destination isn't worth the journey, as they have found out, having to go back and change everything retroactively, and apparently not telling Alicia Taylor when she's doing her introduction.
I do wonder if that's kind of part of it. I do wonder if that's kind of part of it too, though, of like if they stuck to their guns on what the original idea was and not listen to the people that immediately jumped and go, why are you calling it a Gulf of America? Because it's a parody. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
It's making fun of the fact that someone called it.
And that's where we as wrestling fans, we take it too seriously.
Yeah.
Because if somebody had done that on a television show, and he's playing a character on a television show, then nobody really bats an eye.
I mean, to move it all the way back, we had Archie Bunker threatening to like slap his wife around every episode for years. Nobody said a damn word about it. Nobody cared.
No, they didn't say much back in those days, though. I don't see Archie Bunker on TV much today. In their defense, I guess.
Yeah. Why do we not get his spinny?
Well, we didn't get all the stuff for Ray too, but I figured that was just because it was last minute.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But apparently not.
I mean, maybe they want to get the pyro down a little bit though, because of the people on the side there. That pyro does get hot.
Either that or they're saving it all for Cody.
That's
KO was right.
Their entire budget. I have to keep that trend. Jess, yeah, Penta might win.
I don't think he does.
Sir, you said Zero Miro like 35.5 times already down the ramp. Can you get in the ring, please? I don't know the validity of it, but I saw a tweet earlier talking about Andrade, that he just did his last match contracted for WWE.
What?
He's only been there like a year or so.
That's what I thought. I haven't looked into it yet, but I just saw it roll across. I'm like, holy hell.
With them having just signed AAA, that may change.
Well, and I kind of wonder if that's why. Like, I wonder if that, like, he's going to go over there and be like their main guy.
I don't know, but all the video shows like everybody's saying, well, he wasn't very happy during that whole announcement. I mean, I guess because he wasn't smiling and laughing, but I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
The internet just reading into stuff.
That's right, because the only person that can have permanent boo-boo face and we make fun of it is Bret Hart.
Yeah.
Because he's never fucking happy.
He never looks like he's having... This never happens.
I don't think he is.
No, he seems bitter 90% of every interview he does.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was his whole gimmick in wrestling. I mean, he never seemed like he enjoyed wrestling. He was always very good at it.
Yeah.
But like even in the ring, he said he never acted like he was having a good time, like he enjoyed it. It was just like, I'm gonna go do my job and leave, and I'm here to get a paycheck and go home.
To this day, that's still our most viral video. Is we did an opinions episode, and the major one was that Bret Hart is not as good as everybody says he is.
I have never been a Bret fan.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
God, I hate that I like him so much.
That's a cool mask, though.
He couldn't get it off.
Well, it's because he didn't zip it. You realize that last minute. Oh yeah, there's a zipper.
I don't know. Liv's never said he's had that. Never had that problem.
She finds a zipper pretty easily, though. I think that was my favorite line that I've heard about was so Ray had passed Dom and said, Dom, I guess you're going to be the only Rey Mysterio that's going to be showcased at WrestleMania this year. Dom looked at him and said, that was already going to happen. Oh, shit.
That Tron's pretty cool, too.
Mm-hmm. When they kick Finn out, is it just not going to be Judgment Day anymore?
It doesn't need to be Judgment Day now.
I wonder if that's where they kick up the street trash that they had been talking about for so long. If that's where they kind of go into that.
That would be cool because with
Yeah.
him and Liv and Carlito, that could fit.
The fact that he still flexes makes me laugh.
Okay, so Braun needs to also come out in a mask.
Yeah, I just thought that too.
Everybody's coming out in a mask. I half expected him to have some sort of demon-esque, like not full demon, but some sort of reference.
Yeah, I think Balor's the first time I've noticed the WrestleMania patch on somebody's gear. I haven't noticed it anywhere until just now. And I don't know if that says more about me because it's on his ass.
That was
What's
that
on
was
his
that was
ass?
one of those the WrestleMania patch that
Yeah,
each
it's
of
like
them were
on his,
wearing. That was one of the like weirdest negative things I've seen out there is people bitching about that. Well, now they can't have their own gears. It's a patch this big, homie. Like this, really?
yeah, and I saw people going, well, they would just try to sell it. Well, they're not selling it. They're putting it in Topps cards.
Yeah.
And you can, like anybody, like if you go buy a pack, you can open it. And they're not special packs. They're not anything. They're just,
Yeah, they're just.
I'm sure
making it.
I'm sure they're getting paid by Topps to do it, but still.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Topps is paying them a shitload.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially as much as they're pushing it.
Well, and as a collector, like I don't collect cards, but like I can respect that. You're making something that people are going to enjoy having.
Yeah.
It's a piece of WrestleMania history.
Yeah.
I mean, thanks to
the
my
little
best friend
patch on
over
the
here, I have
corner
a
of
piece
it,
of
on,
WrestleMania
like, the
history back
pocket?
here.
Where a pocket would be that thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, see, it's
And
just a
oddly
little
enough,
square.
they finally just said something about it. That's the first time they've mentioned it too.
Yeah.
So I guess it's not a coincidence that I've just noticed it.
Probably because it's the first time they noticed it too.
Everybody looking at Finn's ass. It's not just me.
Well, I mean, if they were smart, he always does like the show my dick spot. Like it should have just been right there.
You know, they should put it on his abs.
I don't think anything can stick to those abs. The man needs a donut.
Yes, please, for the love of all of us.
Was when JD did an interview, he said,
Yeah.
"But I have to stand next to this motherfucker. Like I'm not in bad
Yeah,
shape,
see,
but
there's Jess too. Thank you, Jess, for validating my looking at Finn's butt.
Are you complaining, Chess, or
oh, I don't think anybody's complaining.
Yeah, I'm okay saying I looked at his ass. I'm secure enough in my sexuality. I'm okay with it.
These are
I looked at
good-looking
his
dudes.
ass.
I'm just
Yeah, I
there's nothing
mean,
wrong with that.
I looked at Braun Breaker's ass when he walked out too. Dude's got a fat ass.
My daughter
Did
looks at
you
me weird.
really?
My daughter looked at me weird because I was
about to fight
talking
you,
about
bro.
John Cena's ass, and I was like, "Look at his dump truck."
I thought I was gonna have to fight the goblin, bro.
Why are you gonna have to fight the goblin?
I asked her to bring me wings,
Is
and
that El
she
Tori
was like, I
Americano?
forgot your wings.
Yes, that's El Tori
It's the
Americano.
goblin. Tori Americano, that's funny.
Yes, that's been trademarked by the Running Wrestling Podcast.
I got Frank's in there. I'm good.
Didn't bring you any wings? Is that what I heard?
Oh no, she brought me wings. She didn't put any sauce on them.
Well, then I'm not gonna ask if they're double baked either, because then it
They
doesn't
don't
matter.
bake them anymore. They fry them.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Where'd the wings come from?
Mazio's.
Mazio's.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
It's a pizza place.
It's a pizza place here.
Sorry. Okay.
You're not missing anything. She works there, and she'll tell you that.
You can go to Domino's now and get the same thing because our vice president used to work at Domino's for 10 years, and we're doing exactly what they're doing.
But Domino's now has that stuffed crust pizza, which is delicious.
Yeah, I want to try that so bad. That's what I said. That's what I was gonna have for dinner.
It's pretty
tonight. I
good.
ended up not doing it.
They use a different dough too. It's the same dough they use for the breadsticks instead of
I'm
the pizza
sorry.
dough. So
No.
good.
What did you just say?
Got $10 today, courtesy of Jesus.
Courtesy of Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
Go do something. I can't.
Apparently,
Well, I
he
mean-
woke up and chose generosity instead of violence.
And just one.
I mean, a lot like that though. I think those wings are going to come back in 3 days.
I look at her more highly.
Huh?
I said, and Justin's wife. I look at her more highly than I do.
And hopefully, he doesn't have to move a boulder to get out.
Good Lord.
There's Penta selling the leg again. Yeah, he did kind of land on it, I guess.
Just still, it does seem like an odd thing to, like, you
Braun
just
Breaker versus
threw yourself
Penta
at my
versus Finn
abdomen.
versus
Now
Dum
I'm
Dum.
worried about my leg.
Four-way?
Well, I said that when we were watching the
That Eiffel
AEW
Tower.
review. I'm so tired of Adam Cole selling his leg every match he's in. Penta's done the same thing since he's come to every time his leg
It's a
is hurt
three-hole.
in some
That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, that's not impressive. He's like 125 pounds because he ain't got no fat on him.
Right. He don't weigh shit.
But what muscle weighs more than fat?
Hey, shut up. I use that
So,
line. I'm not saying it's wrong.
Grace pointed out when we were watching the Royal Rumble that everybody's name, they would be like, this person and their accolades, like what they've won and so on.
Really? How many times they've been in?
How many times they've been in the Rumble, whatever. Finn Balor said, Finn Balor, member of Judgment Day. That's all it said. Did Michael Cole just bring up Steiner math?
Braun brought it up the other day.
Yeah. He had 125
That
and
was
a
hilarious.
third chance winning.
Big Mike, we were talking about it yesterday, the fact that Penta and Phoenix both have a match at WrestleMania, and they've been here for a cup of coffee.
Yeah, but the Miz and Karrion Kross and all these other.
Yeah.
I think I saw you. I think I saw you put that, Mike.
I did. Yeah, I put that in the chat last
Yeah.
night.
Although I still think Karrion Kross makes it on the show. Still
Yeah.
hoping.
I just don't see why we couldn't have put that, at least on a pre-show, put the Andre the Giant Battle Royal. That way they could be at WrestleMania,
Yeah,
even if it's just a pre-show.
that sucks that they do that.
You could
And
do
I
the
get it.
Andre on before the on the pre-show rather than on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I get it. You want people to watch the weekly shows, which I mean, like we've talked about. I'm like when they put big stuff like Tony Storm coming back on Collision and stuff like that. You want people to watch your B shows or your other shows too. But I mean,
And I
at some
get
point,
that, but
I would just
the
say
whole
book better
point is-
matches on those and still have the other ones.
Well, I mean, look at what NXT does. NXT would bring like John Cena in, but he's coming in for a promo, or he's coming in to like just hang out for the night, and so you have like 3 or 4 vignettes of backstage stuff with him in it, and that increases the viewing of the show. Yeah, difference is he's going to
That's
suplex
not
both of
gonna
you.
happen. Yeah, that's not working this time. That was almost a brainbuster.
And it kept up.
he is absolutely a freak of nature.
He is. He's impressive.
I don't think people understand how hard that release German is without falling backwards like most people do it. He just does it
Yeah.
standing straight up.
Mm-hmm. He's going to be in a world title spot sooner than later.
Oh yeah, I'd love to see him and Jay go at it for the world title
Ooh, that would be good.
here pretty soon. How about some of my childhood was just hurt? Like, did you see when they were doing the intros on the pre-show of the announcers? The
Mm-mm.
green shirt guy actually came down the ramp with Wade Barrett. Like he's like I always just assumed he was just a rich fan that got first row tickets. Apparently he was backstage and came down the ramp with Wade Barrett.
Nice.
That's crazy.
Yeah, his story was actually pretty sad. If I remember, I was like him and his wife used to go to the shows all the time, and then she passed away, and so now he goes to as many shows as he can.
Yeah, it's always that's the weird thing about international shows is he's never there. Like or most of the time he's not there.
Yeah. Don't beg off. You hit him
There it
first.
is. Yep. That Penta driver is so pretty.
I like how Balor did that too. Like it was a big brother. He didn't really like punch him or anything. He just tripped him and then started kicking him.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
Someone posted something about like their undergarments. Someone was like, "How did I get on Magic Underwear TikTok?"
Low bridge. I know it's stupid, but I have always loved a low bridge.
He was reaching for tights. There was no tights to grab. Insert region destroyer here.
oh, Here we go with the table again.
Carlito, wrong table. They moved the guys over there.
I was thinking that too. I was like, wait a minute. Oh gosh, that's why he gets on that desk.
Ooh.
Last night,
Oh.
they did
Mm.
in a really good match.
I love Backby. That's so great.
He's
Just
practically
standing over
dancing
him.
on Carlito.
Dancing on his grave. The way Braun's bent over like that, he may try to do a Mexican destroyer on the outside to him.
Mm-hmm.
It's all right, Jess. They'll just put it back together. It's like Legos.
Right. Are the dogs barking? Because that's not what it sounds like.
No, it sounds like they're trying to do the European chant, or they're singing the
Yeah.
name.
They've
I
been
don't know who
trying.
they would be singing.
And to
They're
jump
just not
into
real
that one.
good at it.
Yeah, they always seem confused when they try to do it. Like they're not sure. Like we don't really know what we're doing here.
Because they don't.
Oh. Oh, I'm okay if it's the opposite of what I thought.
If
Yeah.
it's Finn instead of
Yeah, I'd be
Dom,
okay with that.
Yeah, but Dom's still up there.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck my life.
Well done.
Now what's the over under of Sped texting me?
I give it about 15 seconds.
I'm surprised he didn't get back in the chat just for that.
Sped that's always me in the chat. If it's the run in, it's always me.
No, Spad actually popped in, like,
Oh, did he? I didn't see that.
in the process of me trying to get you on screen. He popped in for a minute.
That's longer than I thought. Maybe he's too busy celebrating.
Is that what they call it nowadays?
Jay would call it eating, or at least Pat would.
He's no yeeting all over the place.
He is. That's a good point. No eating all over himself.
As much as he's a CLB, he deserves it.
No, I mean, I'm again. I said this the other day. My not wanting Dom to win has zero to do with Dom.
Yeah.
He very much deserves it. The kid he's become a great professional wrestler, a great sports entertainer, and he definitely deserves it.
I mean, as young as he is, with him to have like news articles from reputable sources talking about who's a better heel in the business right now, him or MJF. That's a big deal.
Yeah, and I would probably go Dom just because Dom has to do it with more guardrails.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think MJF would work, but I don't think it would be as easy for him.
That was that frog splash was nice.
Yeah. Still didn't quite have the snap that Eddie had, but no one's been able to do it that smooth.
Where's he going now? The hell?
Going back up there?
He's going back down to celebrate.
Hell yeah!
That's like
And they're
Coach's
cheering like
outfit.
crazy.
That's what I was saying. Like, everybody's talking about Finn turning face. Like, I think you could turn him into an Eddie style, like, you know, Latino heat with China type of face, where he's not quite a good guy, but
Yeah.
Did we just turn this R-Truth thing into a commercial?
Yes. Yes.
All right, that popped me. Anytime Jim Duggan comes out with a hoe.
Speaking of Avengers, this video game promo is very Avenger-esque.
Mm-hmm.
Have they put the order out for tonight?
Yeah, I think so.
I didn't see it posted today. They posted it They posted one yesterday. I hadn't seen anybody post one today.
Tori, you mentioned Uncle Dave earlier. Did you notice that? Did you see that he posted a tweet yesterday about what the next match was supposed to be, and then immediately deleted it because he was wrong?
I did not, but that's funny. I usually don't follow him. Usually, if I see something of his, it's because someone else that I do follow has retweeted it or something.
Yeah.
Like,
according to
Isn't he a
Wikipedia, it
giant
should be the AJ Styles
tool?
match next.
who's that? Who's the giant?
Kobe
tool?
Covington.
Oh,
Metro Boomin.
Didn't you sit in a car with Cody for like 6 weeks, bro?
yeah. Okay.
I didn't realize he was on that show.
You can always tell the celebrities don't expect the camera to stand on that long
Mm-hmm.
because they do their little thing and they're
Because
like,
they
okay,
don't
now he's
know
going
what
to
to
go in.
do.
Exactly.
Showing a piece of that table look like styrofoam is not the good
It-
thing y'all think it is. $15 feet, really, Pat? 15 feet.
He's doing Hell in a Cell math. From 30 feet in the air,
Huh?
that's only like 2 acres tall.
Pat looks- the goblin said Pat looks like a car salesman.
That's fair. Of course, he looks like that most of the time. I guess we'll get our first surprise of the night, nonetheless.
I think it's our first return too.
Okay, well,
So
so
I got to
then
watch this again.
what they have on Wikipedia is wrong.
What's that?
Well, because it was saying the AJ Styles match was next.
Yeah, for what it's worth, like the one I saw yesterday that got posted, like Stampede posted, the guy saw him in our comments.
Mhm.
I saw him post. It was a rundown, and it was 100% right. And that was like 2 or 3 hours before the show.
Yeah. I could have sworn they posted out the rundowns of both nights a week or so ago, but I could be wrong.
Well, like the one that Stampede posted had like Triple H comes out. It was the rundown for the actual show, like even beside the matches. Like it had Shawn Michaels
rundown.
coming out. Yeah. Like the production sheet.
Possibly the greatest pro wrestler today.
Randy?
Yeah.
I can see that. It's hard to argue.
I always back up JR when he says, like, if I'm going to build a wrestling company, like, the first person I'm going to get is Randy Orton, because he's who you'd build one around. I can't tell if you're cooking something back there or if you were just pouring a beer.
No, she's putting the sauce on her wings.
I was pouring
Saucing them
Frank
wines.
Cotton wings, jackass.
I'm just saying, if
She
you're
puts
throwing
that
out
shit on
cervezas,
everything.
I still think he should have RKO'd him in the prime bottle. I think that'd have been funnier. I used to have an issue with all these like YouTubers and stuff showing up, but Triple H talked about I Show Speed, and he was like, he called us, and he was like, I will do anything. You can beat me up, whatever. I just want to be there.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. And you're just like, knock the shit out of me. It's fine.
Yeah, definitely.
I would not be mad at a Nick Aldis sighting.
If they what?
I would not
I
be
would
mad
love
at a
that.
Nick Aldis sighting. Him coming out
It's
in his
Scrap Daddy.
Magnus gear.
It's
I
Scrap
like the
Daddy.
Cardona idea you guys threw out earlier.
Yeah.
I haven't really heard a lot of people say that, but I'd like that.
Like I said, he has not had a single match this weekend, and he normally has several.
Well, he did say he had one match.
Did
If you
he?
saw his video.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Like-
it was between him and Chelsea for the U.S. title in their hotel room.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a video of them at dinner, and they were doing some kind of live thing or something. And he goes, "Yeah, I've got a match for the U.S. title later on in our hotel room." And they like it says room 7, and then like the video cuts, like he was about to give out their room number. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, no, that's all Tori though. Tori came out like in the kind of retroactive thinking in my brain. It makes sense because like Chelsea's mentioned him in a couple of interviews this weekend. The live thing, like
He was at the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, like bringing all that up, and he's there.
And he could come out like I've said, like I don't want a debut of like Alistair or Rusev or anybody like that to come out and lose to Randy Orton. I get it. It's Randy Orton. It's not bad to lose to him, but you don't want that to be the first thing they see of him at WrestleMania.
Right.
well,
Matt Cardona is different.
yes.
He could easily go out there and take an L to Randy Orton, and it's still going to be a big pop. The same with like a Joe Hendry. I've seen that mentioned a few times today.
Yeah. Joe
So
Hendry,
if he comes out and loses, nobody's gonna bat an eye. It's fine, but you still
it's
get the
like-
rest of the other.
It's like Josh Alexander debuting as the wild card and losing to Hangman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now, yes, he turned around, joined Don Callis. Like they did something with it, but he debuted and you have him job.
Yeah, I thought that too when I saw that.
That's the only thing that's kept me away from like debuts for this is because do you want the person debuting to lose their first night out? Like that seems weird.
If you have them, if they are going to come back, do it tomorrow. Like make it a packed ass show with like 8 debuts. Like make them all big deals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, Cardona is probably the one you could do here at WrestleMania that the most casual fans would get. I mean, I guess maybe a Rusev, because Rusev Day was so big. Like even Aleister Black, he's a little bit more niche even for WWE because he would have a bigger run in NXT. But like you said, like we've talked about, I've talked about in your comments, if they come out with O Radio and then cut it, and everybody will pop.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I honestly, if they bring Aleister Black, I run him back through NXT for a short title run.
I still think
Because
that's him coming out Friday.
Yeah, he'll be coming out Friday.
I don't. No, it's the Wyatts.
Yeah, I saw John say something about that too. He thinks the same.
I'm
thing.
telling
He
you,
thinks it could be
if
him.
you watch that promo and listen at the very end, you hear Bray's music.
Oh, I'm gonna have to bring that
I'll have
up
to go
later.
back and watch it. I didn't notice that.
It was Brave music or something that told you it's the Wyatts.
Well, I would go back too and listen to Alistair's music from NXT to make sure his didn't sound similar. Because I don't remember what
I
it
have
sounds
his
like, but I
music
know
on
it
my
was more
playlist for the gym. I know his music.
Alistair's or Bray's.
Alistair's.
Okay.
Both.
Well, yeah.
I just can't remember what it was in NXT to see if it was anything close to it. But I knew it was like a spookier theme because he came up out of the rise.
He
out
had
of the
that
pool
thing
and
that
everything.
lifted him up,
Yeah.
which was a great entrance.
Yeah, 100%.
Quadzilla like build.
Joe Hendry.
Yep.
Oh, and the pop was exactly what they wanted.
A
That's
TNA
great.
World Heavyweight Champion is having a match on a WrestleMania card.
I'll take shit I would have never believed 2 years ago for 300, Alex.
Not a damn clue.
God, listen to them sing his song. That is the biggest pop, other than the main event last night.
Mhm.
This is the biggest pop of the weekend so far. Oh, the crowd let me down. They had that perfect shot if they'd all been waving. There's a few.
So who do you put over?
Oh, I mean, Randy has to win. I mean, at this point, Randy's got to take it because it's still a TNA guy. That's what I'm saying. He could come out and lose in this spot, and it doesn't hurt.
So here's the question. If Randy wins, does he turn around and request a title match?
Probably not, because I don't think they'd send him to TNA. I'd
You
like
realize
it.
how
That'd
much
be
that would
funny.
do for TNA?
Oh yeah, I mean that's why I keep saying AJ Styles should go back there for another run with this whole partnership. The fact that they
We
haven't
said
done
that
that yet is
too.
crazy. But what this also does is it almost guarantees when his contract is up,
Oh, yeah.
because now he's got a taste of this, and he's going to go back to TNA tapings where he's taping 4 shows in a night and all that.
Well, and I'm sure this is also a litmus test for him.
Oh yeah,
They're like, all right, let's see how this works on a big grand stage.
Let's
fact,
see
he's got
how
that
he
huge
does
pop.
with Randy Orton.
Yeah. Thing is, though, I think Randy is the type of dude, though, he'd put Joe over.
I think so too.
he could.
Absolutely think so.
Because you can go with the whole, like, I didn't plan on going against that guy, so I didn't know what to expect. People don't realize how big Randy is until he stands next to another person.
Oh, that would have been funny if that had been the finish.
If that was
That
it.
would have been great.
And then just runs out and smiles and waves at the top of the ramp.
Yeah, WrestleMania was a good spot to do this because, like, this is where the sickos are. These, like, you have to be a fan to buy a ticket to WrestleMania.
I agree. This does a lot of things. It gives Hendry how's he do on the big stage, because this is the big stage. I mean,
Oh yeah.
you can compare it to a
Quite
lot of
literally.
things, but this is the big stage.
And I should have known better because AJ Francis tweeted out earlier, just out of nowhere, "Don't say his effing name." That should have been the biggest key of them all.
I mean, to his
When
credit,
other
though, he didn't
wrestlers were
say his
doing
name.
Listen to the crowd reacting to him.
that. Classic Orton. That's awesome.
Broken eye.
It's still one of the best in the business.
Yep, him and Dustin.
Yeah. Dustin's just a natural.
Joe Hendry from TNA.
Just saw Jason Baker was behind Jacob Fatu's WrestleMania match, or his mask.
Who? Oh,
Jason Baker, the guy that made the Fiend stuff.
yeah.
That's what I was gonna say. I thought the name sounded familiar.
There's a lot impressive about that.
Get it right, cameraman. There you go.
Oh, that was perfect, too. Oh, that was so great. Oh, they could not have done that any better.
Hendry immediately smiling after that, too.
Because he just ate one of the greatest finishers of all time.
And that's going to be that gifable moment. Like you're going to see that
Yes.
all over Twitter.
It's the perfect time to do that close in. Oh, that was so great. He was made for that move.
Yeah.
Like we said, it doesn't hurt Hendry. It doesn't hurt TNA because it's Randy.
Mm-hmm.
You get that moment, which everybody's going to be talking about. Like,
And whoever he
There was
faces
a lot
next in
of-
TNA will bring it up, and they'll probably clip it at TNA and show it.
Oh, yeah.
there was a lot of good out of this.
And then this.
That is the rub.
Yeah, Randy's selling it now. You can have all this.
That's huge.
Now RKO him again. Because you're still Randy fucking Orton.
That's right. You're the new Stone Cold. It doesn't matter. There you go.
There it is.
There we go.
Never trust a snake.
Cobra Kai never dies.
Do it, Randy. Please tell me he's going to do it. Oh.
He's thinking about it. And play
Here it
Joe's
comes.
music too.
I know.
You can
I'm
kinda-
shocked that I got to see Shane.
You could
That's
kind of
so
see Joe's
good.
face. You could kind of see Joe's face. He was smiling ear to ear.
He's
during
down
that
there
whole
laughing
thing,
about
wasn't
it.
he? Yeah.
Sometimes the moment is more important than the match.
And this is Joe Hendry's moment.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the second his contract is up, he's going.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can sign you for this, and then you could be at our 4 or 5 show taping next Thursday, or you can go to WWE, and of course you'll start in NXT, obviously, but
Okay.
yeah. But look at Stand and Deliver. You can go be at a Stand and Deliver.
That whole thing, start to finish, was a great show.
Yes, it was.
That women's fatal 4-way, they fucking killed.
Yeah. Am I the only person on the planet who's never played Clash of Clans?
I played it when it first came out, and it was just like the 2 towers, and you shot people against each other. Once they made it like the big world thing, I dropped out at that point. There's too many games like that, and I don't like any of them. I tried to get back into it when I saw that they did a thing with WWE, and yeah, not my type of game.
Yeah, I've never really had an interest.
I want to get a SuperCard deal if Paul, if you're watching, we'll pimp out SuperCard. I love that game.
Yeah, I haven't played in a little while, but I used to play it all the time.
I go between that and Snap. That's the 2 games that I'll play all day long.
So Amanda was recording Brody being excited about Joe Hendry coming in, and then Brittany started recording Chris Bay and Brody being excited about Joe Hendry coming in.
Yeah, apparently it was Brody's pick.
Can we stop talking about him, please?
I just want to stop hearing the song. Hearing the song. We've heard it for 4 months in a row now.
And I heard you mention too, like the crowd, like up on the stage.
Mhm.
I think that maybe like extras and stuff like that. Because I noticed like when they did the Minute Maid spot, there was a lady that was like the 3rd or 4th one in a row. She's a wrestler.
Mhm.
She's also the one that played the doctor or the trainer that was beside Bailey when Bailey was supposedly hurt yesterday.
Yeah.
She's the same person. It's like Nikki XS or something like that is her Twitter handle.
Yeah, I just came
And
across
she was
her
one of
the
the
other
people
day.
in the crowd there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had some back and
I'm
forth
wondering if-
with SRS, and I started
Yeah.
following her.
Yeah, I'm wondering if that's kind of one of the perks of being an extra is you get put up there on the stage to watch the show and all that. And,
Yeah.
and I saw one person, like the person that opened the door for Charlotte is also a professional wrestler because he posted a picture saying his WrestleMania debut.
Yeah, I saw that. Which, I mean, Charlotte, Becky, and Sasha got their WrestleMania debut on the throne with Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, it's one of those great
Well, I
things.
mean,
It's
that's the old line that.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's like the old line: tomorrow superstars, today security guard.
Mm-hmm. And it's definitely it's back to that like Marvel storytelling. Like that's something you can always go back to if they make it big in WWE. You always go back to like this is where you started.
Yep.
Like if MJF ever goes back, we'll see that Samoa Joe shoving him clip at least 352 times.
And I'm sure when Joe Hendry signs, we'll see the Rusev and Lana. And I'm sure he'll probably be in a storyline with Rusev when Rusev comes back. You know, the fact that he was their lawyer or the one that married him or something like that in that storyline.
And that story is crazy that he was not supposed to be that guy.
Yeah.
Is our lawyer here? Yep, right here, right here.
Well, then you have one like the Jordan Grace one from yesterday. Man, I almost teared up during that one.
Mm-hmm.
The vignette for her.
Yep.
That was pretty powerful.
To see the difference in how she looked.
Yeah, and the fact that she was supposed to be on WWE TV and they said, no, you swap with her and basically took her off camera because from what she perceived, this was the way she looked.
Yeah.
Who knows why or whatever, but.
It gave her that motivation, though.
Yeah.
She took that and killed it.
I love this vignette. The poem in the background and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the report that apparently AJ was pissed about this, about using the old TNA footage and stuff like that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I heard some kind of rumor report or something that apparently he was mad that they went in like the TNA Hall of Fame vault or something. Yeah, it sounded weird.
Why would you?
I just figured I didn't know if you'd heard anything.
I had not, no. I mean, why would you hate going into that? And the only
It
thing I
seems like
wouldn't
a
want to
very
show is
thing to be angry about.
don't show him as heir apparent or whatever it was, the tag team he was in WCW.
I thought that was my computer. I saw the arrow on my face. I'm like, oh shit, how did my mouse get in front of me? No, you're fine. I just thought it was me. I thought I'd screwed something.
Nope, I'd moved some stuff around. That was my bad.
Oh, you're good. I was like, wait a minute, how did my mouse move?
Well, now I just know how to fuck with you next time you're on. Start moving stuff around. Put an error
No,
message
trust
right
me,
in
I'm
front of
never
your
going
face.
to argue with you blocking my face or something. It's perfectly fine.
I do want to make some like repeating images for me and Tori when our cameras are messing up. Put it up there.
Yeah, that's one thing I like when we do the StreamYard one, like if I cut my camera, it's technically my Google photo for my Google account. But I mean, obviously if I change that, because that's how I signed up was with my Google email.
Yeah.
And it uses the same photo and it's still just me there. Like if I knew how to do that on this, I'd show you, but I'm afraid if I click anything, I'm going to screw something up because I have no idea what I'm doing on this. What is it? Teams or whatever?
Yeah, it's
using?
Teams.
I don't know.
It'll be whatever
Yeah,
your Microsoft picture is if you did that.
Yeah, I don't think I have one of those.
Yeah, I started playing with StreamYard a little bit after talking with John some, and I like it. But like you have to have that special license to do anything real fun with it.
Yeah.
And that stuff's
Yeah,
pricey.
you definitely got to pay to do anything. Like to even stream to more than one destination, you have to pay.
Yep.
And like even as something as simple as having your logo up in the corner, like if you go back and look at my channel, not that I'm trying to pub that, but like when I was doing it before I started using someone else's StreamYard, it's just a little duck at the top says powered by StreamYard.
Yep.
You can't change that. It's just there.
Yep. Well, that's what I ran into because when I was playing with it, is like I like our setup, and to me, like StreamYard, at least the lower license makes it so like everybody looks the same. It's all the same orientation, same backgrounds, all that stuff. And I was like, I want to keep our look, but then everything I ran into was like, nope, it's our logo in the top right, not yours, and you can't put stuff where you want it. And I'm like, oh shit, well.
Yeah, and like what we've got with ChairShot now, you could do something similar to this. You would have to make like the overlay fixed, and then you could put the 3 boxes like you have it, or 2 boxes like you normally have. So you could do that in StreamYard now with all that.
Yeah,
they've changed a lot in the past 6 months since I've started using it. Like you used to not be able to change any of that at all. Now you can change.
And one of the workarounds that I
shape
found
of it and all that
was that I could do this. I could do this whole setup here, stream it on OBS like I currently do, but as a camera. And so it's that, and that camera is my background, and then all the other stuff is just overlaid over it. I'm like, that's cool. All right, I just gotta. I don't know. That's probably going to be like a tax thing of like, all right, I'm gonna lay down the money for that.
Yeah, just give it time. So he's using a drone for that?
Still
Did
humble
they just
my
fly
ass.
into his hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what you don't realize is that douchebags feed drones, and so that they're just attracted to them.
See, this may be the first time somebody has my idea and actually uses the drone as a weapon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've said that ever since Monday Night Raw started using it. I'm waiting for somebody to be on the top rope about to do something, and a drone like flies and hit him in the stomach, and then they cut backstage, and somebody like Carlito's got a controller in his hand, and they're up against like the person that gets hits up against the Judgment Day, and that's how they win.
Well, and that would work with Logan Paul. Have like I show speed with the control or something.
Yep.
If you were going to do that, it should have been with Braun Breaker.
Yeah. Or maybe they can do it when Dom and Finn finally have their match. Of course, if you fly a drone into Finn's abs, the drone will just disintegrate.
Just shatter.
Kathy Kelly took a picture of her with Drew behind her, and it says "also bored at work." That's funny.
So I'm assuming Sped is watching the stream because he still hasn't texted me, and the only reason he would do it is because he heard me say something about it, and now he's not doing it just out of spite.
Just to mess with you. I personally think night 2 is cooking night 1 so far.
Yeah, the like every match has been really good so far.
Like I said, I don't feel like night 1 was as bad as everybody made it sound like it was. Was it great?
The only match
Go ahead.
the only match I didn't like was Charlotte and Tiffany, just because they just didn't work well together. Which I get all the other stuff that everybody's talking about, sandbagging and all that, but just watching the match, it just didn't look like they worked well together, which they
It
obviously
didn't
don't.
look good. It
Just didn't have the
definitely
chemistry.
Didn't look good.
Well,
And that's what I kept saying was the chemistry, and then everybody's like, no, she sandbagged her. She did it on purpose. I'm like, okay, whether she did or not, they just didn't look good together.
yeah, because all right, she sandbagged that one move, but what about the rest of the match that seemed just rough?
Yeah.
Well, and
But, like,
they didn't
even
do with
Herb
them what they normally do, which is have her like in random tag matches together. Like they're usually in the ring somehow together, at least one time before the event, and not once did they actually get to wrestle.
Yeah, the closest we got was that pull apart brawl.
Yeah.
Overseas. But it was funny, like I would, in a group text with Herb and Raj, and that's the first thing Herb says is like, Charlotte just like Tiffany seems to move around a lot easier than Charlotte. It looks like Charlotte just doesn't move as well. I'm like, it's fair.
Yeah.
Of course, it doesn't hurt that Tiffany was like a near Olympic level gymnast before she started doing all this.
Yeah.
And that she's what, 24?
Well, and having her first match back since the leg injury like that.
Yeah.
You're always going to question that until you actually get in there and do it. I hate how good AJ is going to make this boy look. Because he's already good.
Yeah.
Remember, he hit Vince McMahon.
Many men have argued that they're better in the ring than AJ Styles. They're better on the mic than AJ Styles. Not one man has ever argued that they have better hair than AJ Styles.
That's because we don't do shampoo matches anymore.
Can we comment on how fantastic Jessica Carr looks too?
Mm-hmm.
She always does.
She definitely has been in the gym.
I need to go back and watch her Evolve debut.
It was okay. I watched it.
Was it?
I mean, it was a debut. Yeah.
Those swipe right kids were all over Triller this week too.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
I saw
they
they involved themselves in Izzy's match the other day and cost her before her and Zeta Steel wrestled yesterday, I think. Was that a GCW show? Was Zeta and Izzy?
So yeah, that was the GCW WWE ID tournament.
Okay.
It was to see if Izzy got in.
Yeah. There was 2 qualifier matches of if they win this, they're in the tournament.
I haven't seen. Did she win?
No, she lost. Did really good though.
Izzy lost because of Zeta.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that. I thought you were talking about the her and Zeta match was.
I don't know what that one, if it was for anything.
I don't know. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I knew the one where Zeta cost her was for something WWE ID.
Yeah. I mean, she's going to end up in the Fed at some point.
Oh, if you ever want to talk about fumble, if she doesn't,
Oh,
and she ends up going somewhere else, that's a fumble.
Yeah.
Even before she ever gets, just for the story alone.
Oh yeah, because you talk homegrown talent. This person was literally part of storyline before she could even drive.
Yeah, like when she was 9 or 10.
Before she was at double digits.
Yeah.
Of course, you
Because
could also
Sasha
tell that
Rhodes,
story in
that
AEW.
whole,
You could.
Yeah.
huh?
So you could tell that story in AEW too with Mercedes, like you
Yeah.
were about to mention. Yeah.
Because one of the things that Mercedes said was, "Who makes a little kid cry? I do."
Yeah, because I could definitely see the CEO going, "You're still just that little kid that I made cry in the
Oh, she's
audience
been
all those
trash
years
talking
ago."
her on Twitter.
Oh yeah, they've
Has
been
she?
doing a lot of back and forth.
Okay. Well, in the way Mercedes is doing, she may just show up at a show that Izzy may happen to be at because she's all over the place. She just retained one of her titles yesterday, didn't she?
Yep. Yep.
Rev Pro.
And if at any point I'm talking too much, just tell me to shut up.
Oh no, you talk
You're
away.
not going to hurt my feelings.
I'm over here stuffing my face. You're filling in for me. Somebody's got to be Italian here.
Oh, so that means when you're done eating, you guys are going to kick me out,
No, no.
which I'm fine with. That's cool too.
No, like I
I'm
told
just
her, I was
happy
like,
to
I'm
be here,
not opposed
Coach.
with you being on. I just figured you wouldn't want to be on camera, did?
It's WrestleMania week. I'll take all the time I can get. Now after tonight and tomorrow, yeah, I'm probably going to take a little bit of a break other than Thursday.
Hiatus this week.
But no, I mean, hell, I don't ever mind coming on helping you guys as much as you guys have supported us. And I mean, like you said, we're family.
Yep.
If you need me on here, all you got to do is say the word. I would say I'm streaming to mine, but I have no clue how to do it on this, so I don't give a damn. I'm just here to hang out and have fun. But go watch the Run In Wrestling podcast on YouTube if you get a chance. After this, though,
Absolutely.
finish this stream first. Keep hanging out with us here.
As much as I hate to say it, if you guys need more people, I mean, it's Sunday night and I work tomorrow, but
I took tomorrow off just because of that.
I thought about it after I heard you say you took the day off. I'm like, man, I should have done that.
Yeah, I waited till
but
like
I don't actually
Thursday
do
to say
anything
something.
when I work. So
Oh, there's the drone flying around now. Wait, what happened?
Now it's going to fly into AJ.
This would be a good way for Karrion Kross to get involved. Like it cut to the shot of the drone operator, and
it's
Karrion
Karrion.
Kross has like got him in a headlock, or that he's got him in a headlock or something,
Yeah.
forcing him to fly it into him. I don't think I've ever heard them call it that. Have they been calling it the fall from grace when he does the frog splash or whatever, or his little
I don't
splash?
remember hearing it, but
what they call it?
fall from grace.
The fall from grace.
I mean, to that point, though, don't you have to be in grace to fall from grace?
Yeah.
Just saying. I do like how this one's less spot heavy, and it's more we're actually
it's
having a
definitely-
wrestling match.
Yeah, it's showcasing more that he can do stuff on the mat and stuff like that.
Like, I fucking hate this kid, but I can't argue with his talent.
Jeez.
He's just a little short there.
I guess as long as you touch it, that's all you have to do, really, though. So as soon as he fingertipped it, that's all that needs to happen.
I like how he went to grab it with the other hand, though, but it's like at that point, your shoulder's off the mat. So what was the
It works
point of
either
grabbing
way.
the ropes? Okay, but we do need to stop spamming the Hulk Hogan taunt. I don't need you cupping your ear every 5 minutes.
It makes sense for him, though, just because everybody already knows he's a dick. It makes
Yeah.
complete sense.
Nikita Lyons called. She said, "Fucking stop."
That move just doesn't look right when a dude does it.
I think it would
We
still
can call
hurt
it the
me just
dick
as much
drop.
as it
What
hurts
are we
him.
doing?
I split leg. I'm gonna hurt myself.
I mean, hey, you got Charlotte already stealing from NXT, and then you got Logan stealing from NXT, and
The split-legged dick drop. What are we doing?
Well, he's decided he needs to stop
Yes.
taking Hangman's moves. He's got to venture out.
I'm sure he'll still throw that
It's
one out.
because Hangman called him out for it.
He also called out people for calling it a move set. I don't have a move set.
I thought that was a WWE guy that said, like, if you call it a moveset, you're a big nerd or something. I thought
it was
somebody
yeah,
from
someone said
WWE
it, yeah.
said something like
It
that.
was probably Carl Anderson or something.
Oh, it could have been, yeah. Carl's the kind of guy that say that.
So I got into a discussion the other day that says that this may be AJ's last WrestleMania match at WWE. Do you think he may leave and go somewhere else?
I don't think he'll go somewhere else now.
If he goes anywhere else, it's Japan.
Okay. Because I know he says he wants to wrestle for at least 2 more years. He doesn't want to wrestle after 50, but he wants to wrestle up into that.
I know. I remember it was a couple years back. He said in an interview like he wants to retire in WWE.
Yeah, I've heard him say that too. That's kind of what I came back with when I was talking to that person. And I was like, I've heard it out of his mouth.
Yeah.
And I don't know what would have changed between then and now.
I mean, of course, like people say I'm retired, and people say I won't go all they want, and then situation happens.
Except for John Cena, he's not going to do that to us.
That's right.
What he said the other night.
I mean, that was like the big Chris Jericho thing, and when he was adamantly saying like I wouldn't go back, and the Hall of Fame's bullshit. I'm like, yeah, until they call you for that paycheck. Like, we're gonna put you on the Fame.
Sure.
All right.
Which I did. I went back and watched Triple H at the Hall of Fame a little bit this morning before all the other BS I had to do.
The hour and 45 minutes.
It was pretty damn entertaining though.
Yeah.
It was.
And it was hilarious.
Yes, the him and Sean Kiss thing was fucking great.
And the fact, and this is what I hate about the way the internet works is everybody cuts what happens, right? Because like Shawn Michaels looks over and points right at Stephanie as soon as it happens, because you know it's a joke.
Yeah.
But everybody else trying to make such a big deal. I mean, guys, come on now.
Well, and it's not like they haven't done that in the story to begin with of their life. Like, I saw one the other day. It was like 3 other clips of them kissing on camera, and it's like it's always a joke. It's always a funny thing.
Sean literally said in his speech, "The only time we've kissed was on camera in front of the world." So, but I haven't finished his whole speech, but I understand his thanking Vince.
Yeah.
Like him or not, agree with him or not, whatever, you can't deny his touch on this industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about where his other touches have been, but on this industry at least.
Well, and I said to you, and I think we were just talking off stream, but like to me, he handled that the best he could.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah. Starting it off with like, there's a topic I've been avoiding the entire night. We got to talk about Vince because you have to. You can't, you can't knock him out of history of Triple H becoming who he is.
Speaking of stealing stuff from AEW, pulling up the lion salt.
Mm-hmm. They even called it the lion salt. Look at that.
To their credit, they have always called that the lion salt.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like he even said during the speech, like it's complicated.
Yeah, it's complicated.
It's complicated, like multiple times.
Yeah.
That's like if I see the headline one more time of John Cena saying he still loves Vince, and it's like they were friends though. Like it's complicated. You don't just stop
John
loving
Cena
who
said
you.
He was almost like a second father to him.
Yeah. I mean, my dad was a dick, and I still love him.
I mean, you see people like families of serial killers. And I think about this because I just watched the Happy Face Killer, which is really good. You should go watch it if you haven't. But I mean, it's about you finding out your parent was a serial killer and like having to separate those emotions from the parent you knew to the monster that they were.
Yep.
And it's just sometimes it's just life.
Yep.
Yeah, we can get we can say we dislike it all we want to. It doesn't change, like I said, what he's done. Do I agree with things he's done? No. This is one of those times that what he's done for the business, God, it's so terrible. But he still is who he is. Like, doesn't change that he's a piece of shit, but he still is who he is for the business.
Yeah.
We don't have this without him.
Well, it's like
Yeah.
Kurt was talking about, like, he stopped ignoring Chris Benoit because, like, if you take Chris Benoit out of Kurt Angle's history, most of his really great matches are gone.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I gotta stop cutting him out of history because then you cut out most of my history.
Now, can I separate the artist from the art on that one? Yes and no. But I just
And that's kind of one of those things. Can I admit that he was a phenomenal professional wrestler, maybe one of the best ever? Yes. Do I want him at a Hall of Fame being memorialized?
No.
No. That's where that separation comes in.
he should never get there. I hate to say it. He earned it, but he should never get
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, there has to be a line somewhere. And I would honestly say that if Vince wasn't already in, he is in there, right? They did that a few years back.
I didn't remember him being in. I heard someone else say he was in too, and I was like, I don't remember him going in.
I'm pretty sure he's not.
If he's not, I don't think he ever gets in either. Again, with as much as he's done, I don't think they
If
ever.
he does, if Vince gets in, it's posthumously.
Yeah, I was maybe that way. And then you have Stephanie go up there and kind of give something similar to the speech that Triple H gave.
Yeah.
Hey, I get what happened, but my father still changed the wrestling business forever and pretty much gave us what we have today. But I could have sworn he got put in a few years back, though. Maybe
I'm
I'm mistaken.
And now we're gonna steal from AJ.
Damn.
His dad went in.
Oh, okay.
A senior. Okay. Oh,
Vincent J. McMahon went in.
one of Paul's people.
Who?
One of
Paul's guys, yeah.
I mean, he's
Mr.
got.
T's still talking at the Hall of Fame. So.
There's Cross.
There you go.
Oh shit!
Yes, sir.
And somehow he's going to get that to AJ.
Or he's going to accidentally hit AJ or something.
He's gonna offer it to him. He's gonna set it down. Let AJ make the call. He called him by his first name. If you give me this feud after Mania, I'm so here for it.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
I mean, I'd like just to say I called that, though, that he was going to come out and try to get him to cheat to win.
You did.
But God, he's about to cost in this match.
He did. I said I didn't want him to win, but he was going to. No, Vince has never gone in.
I still technically was correct on this. Just not how he won.
Yeah, McAfee's not wrong. Logan Paul didn't cheat one bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's technically a clean win over him.
I hate, like I said, I hate how talented this kid is.
Shout out for Wade Barrett for saying that, because everybody was gonna be like, "Well, AJ Styles didn't sell the Styles Clash."
I will say, I don't know Logan Paul's boy's name there, but he has better timing than Tongaloa.
Finish.
Such a good finish too.
It is.
I hate
that
it.
so much. Yeah, I do too.
Like we've talked about, I hate how talented he is. I hate how good that move is. I hate it all. But
I just hate this man. I feel,
And
I
he
feel
loves
like that
every
dude
second
on
of
that
it.
on what is it? One of those marijuana movies. I forget which one it was. Boo this man.
I need to play Fortnite again.
I don't play it nearly as much now that we don't play it on stream. I did log in
Do what?
the day this came out though and bought Cody Rhodes.
It's probably been 6 months at least since I've played.
I mean, it's one of the few developers out there that at least listen to the crowd, because they're
Yeah.
like, they got all this new stuff coming out, and the old people that were like, I like the original stuff. All right, well then they threw out OG, and so now there's two versions of it. There's a new version and an OG version.
Yeah, when they expanded to like the 5 games that they had, the music game and all that,
Mhm.
I quit playing not long after that. Just because it was too
I
much. I just wanted to play Fortnite, and
once they started Zero Build, I was excited
I loved Zero Build.
Yeah.
That's all
because
I
I was
played
a
because I
Call of
can't
Duty
build worth shit.
player.
Yeah, I didn't win a single game until Zero Build.
Yeah.
I could not win a game if people were building because I couldn't. I can't do it.
So my
I'm old.
youngest daughter plays all the time, and she's one of those that she can build, and it makes me dizzy to just watch her. I cannot imagine trying to do any of that.
Yeah. Yeah, you put me in a Zero Build game, I've got a decent chance of winning. But if you put me in a build game,
Got
I may get
123rd
down
in
to
the
the
third
last
chance.
4 or yeah, I may get down to like the final 5, 4 or 5, but I don't even know if I've ever gotten down to the final 2, to be honest, unless somebody screwed up and fell off their build and killed themselves or something.
We've won a couple times on Zero Build.
Yeah.
I will say what I always did, because with building, they always had stuff that would catch fire. I always kept at least one because you build all your shit up. I'm gonna just chunk one of those in there and watch the bottom drop out.
Yeah. Quavo.
Can you do a song with Liam?
will the WWE fix the mistake of the Super Bowl and actually have Lil Wayne at WrestleMania next year in New Orleans?
No.
I mean, hopefully he's Big Wayne by then.
I don't know. I think it's a Bart Simpson issue. I don't think he'll ever grow up. Bart Simpson's been 12 for what, like 40 years?
So are we just agreeing that it's Becky?
Probably.
Or do you think they pivoted because of everybody bitching about Bailey being out?
I don't know. The issue is, though, with me is if you bring Becky in, I don't see Becky losing.
I don't either, but I see them absolutely losing these on Tuesday. Whoever wins it is losing Tuesday. I was like, where's Liv? Did you see her dress at whatever they were at?
Oh,
Yes.
the After Dark? Yeah.
You mean the leather patch on the front and back? That wasn't a dress.
Yeah, and like the headline I read on the one I saw was like Liv Morgan at After Dark with Kelly Kelly, and I'm like, nowhere in that shot did I see Kelly Kelly. And Kelly Kelly is one of my favorite divas.
Well, here's the thing.
And
So,
like,
to me, Kelly Kelly is like when she's came back these last few times, I have like that conspiracy theory of like that's not really Kelly Kelly. They switched her at some point because that's not the Kelly Kelly I remember.
Kathy Kelly did an interview with Rhea Ripley sitting on her lap,
Mm-hmm. Yes, she did.
which was hilarious.
It should have been me.
yeah, I get that job.
Just like the thing with It's Stand and Deliver.
Yeah.
We got some good responses to that one.
No, that wasn't Stand and Deliver. That was Big A Brunch.
That's right, it was.
No, I didn't ask you a damn thing. Shut your electronic ass up.
The interview she did with like the UFC reporter too, that was pretty funny. Where like she was giving her the moves, like she
Yeah.
put her in a riptide, did the whole choke out in the ring. That was
that's my favorite part. She was like, we can do the choke. We can do it here. We can do it over there. Will you choke me in the corner, ma'am? Yes.
It's not the first time Rhea Ripley's heard that statement.
Abaddon posted about their match, and I responded to it, and Sunny Kiss liked my response.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, Kyrie was in the back when Io won.
That's a good crowd reaction for this. I don't understand this.
I still don't get the character. I still don't get it. I know she's explained it like in 3 or 4 different vignettes, but I still don't get it.
I get the character. I don't get the woo and all that. I like coming in on the entrance.
Is she gonna fly to the ring? How did you not like hook her up? I mean, I know we don't have a great record with that, but we could at least try.
Yeah, Logan did it a few years back.
Keep her kind of closer to the ground.
Let her fly on one of those video boards. Like the whole woo part of her entrance seems like it's something that should have died in NXT.
Yeah.
With
Her
the
whole
smaller
gimmick
crowd
should
because
have
it
died in NXT. I don't care about her.
Well, and that's why I was saying, like, initially before we found out Bailey was getting pulled, I was thoroughly behind her turning because give her a new character, give her something different.
It could be Alexa Bliss.
Yep, there it is.
Yep.
Oh, my stream just cut for some reason. That's awesome. Oh, there it is. He got glitched.
It saw Becky and went, hell no.
This isn't Bailey.
No, it's not. I've seen too many videos of her this weekend. This is not Bailey. Okay, they timed these tweets way too well because literally 1 minute ago, Becky Lynch tweeted back in business.
They've got those timed. Like,
That's what they timed those way too
Yeah,
well.
they scheduled it. It'd be hard to schedule it because you don't know if you're going to run over or not. But there's probably a social media director holding the phone, waiting.
Yeah, just waiting for it to click.
Yeah, as soon as Lyra music stopped and it saw the camera pan back. All right, now send. And see, there they go again, tying the stories together.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch's last match was against Liv Morgan. Damn you, making it make sense, WWE.
Well, and she tagged with Lyra
In NXT.
NXT.
Yeah.
That's why when I saw someone pop on it, I'm like, it makes sense if she does.
Yeah, but I didn't even make the connection with Liv until just now. I didn't even think about that part of it.
Yeah.
This has to be a situation though where she showed up to the Hall of Fame or to SmackDown or something with Seth and said, "Hey, I think I'm ready to do something."
Yeah.
And so apparently, everything I've read, this was the plan the whole time. Bailey's not actually hurt, and the whole time the plan was to bring Becky back at Mania.
And part of me hopes that's true, that Bailey has known the plan the entire time and they just didn't spring this on Bailey.
Well, apparently the locker room is pretty salty about it because of how well respected Bailey is.
Yeah, that part I don't care about though, and I don't say that to be a dick. As long as Bailey's okay with it, that's
how does Bailey feel about it.
I'm not a fan of it.
I'm not a fan of it the night of. Like if we were doing this, like, yeah, do it a few weeks back. That way we've got time of like she's got to find a partner and there's like clock is ticking and all that.
Or have her like, yeah, they won the match on SmackDown, but Bailey's no longer medically cleared. She sacrificed herself for the win.
She hurt herself in that match.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of doing it the day before. But do we get an interesting storyline out of this of who attacked Bailey? Because Liv and Raquel still say it's not them.
Yeah. I am calling that Liv and Raquel are keeping the titles because Becky turns on Lyra or Lyra turns on Becky, and we find out whichever is the one that took out Bailey. Chancy Pants, what are you doing? Come here. Get your butt off of Grace's shoulder.
The fact that Liv tagged Raquel and just danced out of the ring. That's hilarious.
That was a good transition of that mess up.
Yeah.
You have feathers coming off you, ma'am.
It looks so stupid.
It's just she threw those couple of kicks.
You're molting in the match, bitch.
Everywhere.
You're literally molting as you wrestle. Stop it.
Yeah, Bianca did the same thing with the roses, though.
Yeah.
They were kicking roses out of the ring half the match.
I think a heel Lyra Valkyria would not be a bad thing.
No, I
give
think
her a restart, yeah. But then again, do you turn Becky because of Seth?
No.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. I'm a little bit behind you guys now since my shit.
Oh, shit.
Love now. I forgot.
My reply to Amanda has almost 10,000 views.
Sweet.
What the fuck? The funny thing is, my name on here has co-host of Kicking Out at 2 in it.
That's because we self-promote around here.
I have no shame about it. I'm fine with it. I need them to re-sign the Iconics. You want to revitalize your women's tag division? Get an actual tag team to have the titles, and bring in the Iconics.
I don't hate it.
I
I
missed
love
the
that
iconic.
somebody has started overlaying Smooth Operator on Penta's entrances because of that little walk.
Mm-hmm. I just think they need to have a separate division of writers for the tag division. So I need the tag division to start making some sense.
Was it you, Tori, that said that they should have a separate all women's writing team for just the women's division? Was that you that said that? Somebody did. I can't remember. I thought it
We
may
both
have been you. I
said it.
heard.
We
Yeah.
both said it. You should have an absolute dedicated writing team and producers and everything for the women's division.
Yeah. But did you also say that it should also be women or?
It doesn't have to be,
Okay.
but I think the loudest voices in the room should be. I'm not
Yeah, there
saying don't
should
have any of the guys in there because they can give just like a number of the women have talked about how good Jason Jordan and Kenny Dykstra and a couple of the others are. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
But if you're going to write women's storylines for them to make sense, you should absolutely have majority women input.
Yeah. I'd agree.
Not
with that,
just here,
100%.
everywhere. Like
Yeah.
any company shows.
Well, it's having someone that doesn't have that deaf ear in the room. Because like if you go back to like Vince saying the N-word, like there wasn't a brother in that room, I guarantee you. Because someone would have went,
Sharing what?
hold up.
Yeah. He wants to do what now?
For what?
Talking about when Vince said the N-word to
Oh,
Booker. Like if there was a brother in that room, someone would have been like, well, hold on.
can't be any worse than when Booker said it. It's still one of the greatest TV moments ever.
I still love the fact that NXT crowd has started with that every time he comes out for the commentary. We coming for you.
I'm with you. If this has been the plan the whole time and you let Becky and Lyra win, why not let Lyra drop the IC title to Bailey on Monday?
Yeah.
Why not let Bailey win that? If this has been the plan the entire time, that way Bailey can go as your IC champion, and then Lyra and Becky can be your tag team champions.
Yeah.
If they win.
Right to their face. On the other side, Liv Morgan, Becky was expected the same way. It's a written whatsoever.
Molly go round.
That part is that girl in LFG did it better.
Places in mid-season apart. It's actually a lot of trouble there. Back
I mean, that's just an armbar. There you go.
Hypothetically, what would happen if I put this in butter?
Michael, what's happening on your screen right now?
I don't know.
Right now, try to get Oblivion. Oh, did get Oblivion.
So
Why?
tell me when Raquel is holding Lyra on the outside of the ring.
Okay.
Feet up in the air.
Shouldn't. I mean, one way to find out. If you're wrong, buy a new one.
Now.
When I glitched and got behind you, I fast forwarded because I forgot I was ahead of you earlier. So I was like, wait a minute, that didn't sound right.
And handle.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah, no,
It's terrible booking.
Well, like you said, I'd like it better if Lyra didn't have the IC title. I hate this double belt stuff. We keep doing it.
She needs to drop that IC title immediately.
she should have dropped it Monday to Bailey.
Yeah.
This past Monday. That would have made pretty, especially if this was been the plan the entire time.
Yes. If this was the plan, she 1,000% should have lost that title.
Well, okay, and so to add to that story, she injured Bailey. Don't make it a long-term injury angle where she's got to be out for months, but like she did something that took her out of WrestleMania.
Yeah, because she wanted revenge. She gets the match and something like that.
Yeah.
Then you turn Lyra heel, and she's the one that attacked Bailey backstage. I guess all that BS about her not wrestling anymore for a little while was just that.
Yeah. Yeah. You roll that Brinks trick up.
Yeah. Because where was she at when she said that? She physically said, "Well, I'm not wrestling again for a while."
It's been
a
hot minute.
I think a couple
she said
of interviews
that this week.
Yeah, I think there was a couple of interviews that she said that specifically.
Of course she did.
Yeah. But it was completely different than the normal, the stock line of you never know. I mean, she physically said, "I'm done for a little while." Like I'm usually good with like the never say never line or something like that because at least it's kind of a don't just out and out lie to me like that.
Yeah,
I don't like it. I'd never lie to you, Becky.
Well, see, and it also doesn't make sense because her boyfriend, like it, there's so much that they could tell with that story with them with the tag titles and Dom with the IC belt.
Yeah. But that does make sense though. If like you said, if you're going to try to turn Dom face, he's the only one with the title now, so everybody's jealous of him. Liv and Raquel are jealous. Finn's jealous.
She gives him the cold shoulder because
yeah,
that makes sense.
It leans into that a little bit more.
Good point. This is why you let them cook.
Yeah, and then Carlito is just standing there with his apple. Main event? I think that's it. It is. It's early though. It's only 8:51.
The entrances will be 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's the last match.
Yeah, it seems short. Because yesterday they didn't go off till right at 10 o'clock, right?
I mean, you would think. Of course, we got to do the obligatory Hall of Fame
thing at some point. Night. And they left Luger off.
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. I haven't heard anything about that either, too. So I don't know.
Oh, and we got to
We're
recap
just
tonight.
gonna-
All right, there we go.
Yeah, so we're gonna review all the matches so far. Previously on WWE WrestleMania.
Y'all need a stinger for that. Look, Pat McAfee just dancing.
That's exactly right. That's great. I'm sure they told us, what is Aviator? That's a new sponsor.
Glasses, isn't it?
I know it is Dave Formal glasses. I didn't think that was the logo for that. Maybe it is though.
Hmm.
I mean, that would be appropriate for the look back Aviator glasses.
Yeah.
He has earned this title.
And shame on Liv for not coming out and celebrating with him. You figured she'd have been the first one out there. He was out there when she won hers.
Yeah.
That's the most reaction of any of those crowds I've ever seen in that little dome thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or are we gonna get a Travis Scott concert before the Cena match?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Oh no, we get a Stone Cold.
All right then. Is he gonna play the Shawn Michaels role and come out and give the attendance?
Probably.
Say like 15 watts in the time that he does it. We're gonna need you to extend this out as much as you can, Steve.
60,000 what? 400 what? 75 what?
I just need them to stop stop flubbing the number. It's impressive without you doing it.
There's the ATV. We cut that corner
See,
pretty tight.
that's better. Him just magically appearing on the stage last night was weird.
Well, you sure as hell cut that corner close. That's a lot better than Taker coming out on his bike and going like 1 mile an hour too. Stone
Yeah.
Cold's got some speed to him.
Here's the thing.
But he just want
Stone
to
Cold's out there
race.
fucking
He's a
around.
racer.
Oh shit!
And that's why the Undertaker goes slower.
That's right.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Steve, for proving my point, buddy.
he's in an off-road racing
Yeah.
organization now.
Yeah.
It just says, fuck it, I'll leave it here.
It won't start now. I rucked it.
Well, he can drink now because he's not driving back.
What are you talking about? He's already 6-pack deep. That's why he wrecked.
It's probably true. His shirt's dry. He hasn't drank anything yet. That's why they gave us an extra 30 minutes before this so they can get the TV on the ring.
Where did the 2,000 people come from?
You're not.
I will fight you, Grace.
They're the people in the back. Is he gonna start counting people?
And with the what chant after every one. Come on, Stone Cold. Know your gimmick. You got to put a pause in between each number. There we go.
He needs the card because he can't count.
Well, it's because you're not supposed to wear open-toed shoes when you drive ATVs. Can't go past 10.
Sir, your cats didn't show up today. There's no solid cats out there. Give me a bear.
You say it's your bedtime or his bedtime? Both.
Yeah.
It's your bedtime, Pappy.
Oh, he gonna
Well,
drink at least a
they've
12 pack
already-
and then go take a nap in the back.
They've already fixed the ATV. They got it set back up for him. They did.
Right.
They said they showed it on the drone shot.
Glorious holiday.
Yep. Already pointing the right way.
Celebrating what?
It's a
All right, now,
glorious
Steve.
holiday.
A glorious
Keep it under
holiday? How are you
5.
celebrating, Grace?
By smoking some pot.
Oh, okay.
And
I
you
thought
know,
you meant you were
Triple
gonna
H
carry
turned
it
to some
across the
producer
yard
said,
or
"Get out there
something."
and fix the damn ATV."
No, I'm celebrating the only holiday that matters to me.
Oh, okay.
The only holiday that matters is WrestleMania, right? That's what we're watching. That's why we're
Yeah.
here.
Ice cream Christmas. That's the only thing we're here for.
Never going. Happy birthday, weed.
Happy birthday, weed. I hate you. Get away from me. This bitch.
Got me. I'm sorry. Different song.
I hear it like, oh my poo.
Are they checking?
Oh, I
Oh,
think he
gosh.
hit that he hit that wall and it hit that lady. Like it hurt her.
Steve.
I'd be on the phone.
The
with Tori
ATV.
right now.
Oh, she's going to get paid. He, she, whoever.
Like, how-
He's not gonna get paid. She's gonna get taken on the back and get a bunch of autographs and sign a waiver, and she'll be fine.
like, just give me 10 minutes and mommy will call it.
I hate. Go
Done.
away.
Sold.
No camera.
Hit me again, Steve.
Buddy can
That's
be there if
right.
he wants.
Did you say Buddy can be there if he wants? Get away from me, child.
Look, I don't mind an audience.
Somebody come
She
get
ain't
this
told a lie
kid.
yet.
No, she hasn't, but still.
Tori Americano does not lie.
Are they? What the fuck? Oh, they're drinking his.
Yeah.
Now he sounds like he works at a car lot.
He does. Pat McAfee does sound like he works at a car lot.
I don't know. I'm telling you right now, you knock me silly with an ATV and be like, I'll give you front row tickets to Raw tomorrow night. Done. All right. I'm all right. We're good.
I'm gonna
The
hold
Raw-
out for the 10 minutes with
look.
mommy.
To what?
So I'm gonna hold out for the 10 minutes with mommy.
Big Mike's still holding out for the 10 minutes. Michael said you get Raw front row tickets tonight. Michael still, Big Mike said, I'm still holding out for the 10 minutes with mommy.
Right. Why do I have?
I'm sorry. I apparently missed that was on
Don't
the
try to
table.
lowball me. Don't try to lowball me. I know what I have.
No, that's what Grace said a minute ago when she first said it. That's what she said. I'm done with you. I'm like, I'll take that one.
I apparently missed that one. I didn't know that was on the table.
Somebody said that fan about to be world champ next week.
That's the new Santino right there.
Right?
Would you like to come out and be the
Yeah.
women's intercontinental champion next week?
Yeah. Sorry, Soul. We need you to give up your speed title.
I need her to come out with 2 titles. We're gonna have this speed title. I need you to reference it.
That's the point that nobody's ever come out with the speed title.
I know.
Like it's never been shown on regular TV. She came out with pictures of both of them today.
Yeah. I need it on screen at some point.
Yeah.
Let's stop pretending it's not a title.
Of course, she was licking one of them apparently.
That shit was still crazy.
take this a little less seriously every time they pan over to the bald spot.
I mean, I don't understand why they just went with greed instead of like they changed the other to disloyalty and disrespect. I mean, hustle and greed don't really have anything to do with each other.
Yeah.
I mean, I realized the easy way out would be too much to put on the shirt, but it's more appropriate.
What?
Just put I'm an asshole.
How did Cody end up shirtless on the ground?
Because they ripped his shirt off and beat the piss out of him. And then Travis Scott busted up his eardrum and gave him a black eye.
For this run, though, I do need him to change it back to the FU.
Or at least yell it right before he hits it, maybe
Yeah.
before he wins this match.
Do what?
I said I need him to at least like change it back to the FU for this run.
Yeah, and I said when he's holding Cody up, about to hit it, he just looks at the camera and yells "F you." He's not going to say "fuck you," but
I mean, I don't see why not. Cody did.
yeah, but Cena's still not.
Told
I
Rock to
doubt
go
he
fuck
does.
himself.
Somebody put the Sonic rings on the Joe Hendry RKO.
And that's why it's there.
Yep.
And when they put it up on YouTube, it'll have the highest YouTube rate of any video on WrestleMania,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what happens in this next match. I would imagine though, if you were going to have like an Avenger style kind of thing with like Stone Cold coming out, he wouldn't have come out for that.
Yeah.
Of course, that woman would have still not had a broken foot, apparently. But it's neither here nor there.
I'm logging off, Michael. I'm done with you.
No, don't. Stay.
I can't. This bitch really sent me a picture of Cactus Jack carrying a cross and said, "He is risen." I'm done, sir. Done with you.
Oh, now that's good.
The all black, yeah, that's. And then
Extra? What are you doing?
still in the shot. You're still in the shot. You're still in the shot.
What was it? That earpiece? That cameraman. Pan to the right. Pan to the right. Pan to the right.
Well, you know, they had to do that yesterday too when Shawn Michaels came out to do the attendance.
Yeah.
Because he had the card down and he does like this, and you see the card on camera, and then the camera has turns around.
Oops.
Sean.
Well, it's hard for him to tell what things are doing with that cock eye.
I love Sean. He's still my goat. Thank you, Grace.
What a great entrance for
My
this.
bookie line?
You just
Yeah.
Grace
see,
just
this is
said
good.
my bussy lighter.
That's because her bussy fire.
This is why I don't take her place to Big Mike. I don't take her anywhere if I can avoid it.
I had a boss of mine about a year or two ago. Like one of the people that I work with threatened to quit and said, "I'll just go work for Buc-ee's." And he didn't know what Buc-ee's was, so he called it Bungees. So hilarious. I don't think I've called it Buc-ee's since.
Bussies. Grace started calling it bussies. I'll play stepdaddy for one or two kids, but four? Bitch, do I look like a substitute teacher? Like somebody having 18 kids.
Okay, I'm not usually a fan of his shirts, but I like that shirt.
Get it,
I
Grace.
still want the hat.
That
and
tweet
what was
now
it,
has
Brussels?
12
That was the red one.
That
Mhm.
tweet now has 10,000 views. What the fuck? I have a tweet that has over 10,000 views, bro. Because I was being a smart ass.
I mean, better than being a dumbass.
Okay, I guess I don't feel as bad. Amanda's has 190,000 views, so
It was feel important until you put it in
Quick
perspective.
question, do you know why this shirt would have any significance?
I'm sorry.
Like,
That's
It's
why
just
people
like-
reply to people.
It's a church shirt,
Mhm.
Why you
bro.
reply to celebrities.
I thought-
Most of
Or
my
it's the
tweets have gotten the
Kingdom
most have been
And
replies
Matt
to a
Bennett
wrestler
sent
or
it,
something
and I
like that.
didn't
Yeah.
get it, so I'm not sure which. Get away from me. I'm
So-
so done with you, ma'am.
Would it be inappropriate to post me smoking in this shirt?
It'd be hilarious, is what it would be.
Did we just skip the wrestling family? Cody's entrance brought to you by X Games.
Oh man, they got they brought the Cody Vader over from AEW.
Okay.
that's a nice touch.
I was
That's
about to
a
say
nice
I hate this
touch.
fucking helmet, and then we Iron Manned it. All right, I'm in. WWE shop,
You can
get on
probably
it.
buy it on that's the main thing. You can buy it on WWE shop for $730.
I'll buy it from the Pakistan guy I get the belts from.
Or you can get it on Temu for $5.
There you go. That was just made of cardboard though, and there's a string in the back.
See? Pyro. Admittedly, not as much.
Oh, we got the coattails this time.
Because it's fancy. WrestleMania. You got to be fancy at WrestleMania. Got like the feather wings on his shoulders, taking Lyra's gimmick.
Those feathers aren't going to come off
Sure.
though. If they do, it's going to hurt somebody. Probably that lady in the front row.
She's been
Those
through
are
enough.
like the
right?
wings from Angel after
Archangel, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
after the adamantium, yeah.
after Apocalypse turning into one of the horsemen.
That was after Barry Windham left. I had to.
Yeah, I got it. It pops me. You got one of the. See, this gets on my nerves, and it shouldn't, but it does.
During this match
Hey.
specifically,
Yeah.
That's like this match is supposed to be a reverend match. And now I got a dancing drumstick in front of me.
Yeah, you got the cones on. Oh,
Oh,
He is so fine.
yes, you.
so I collect
Is that
pops.
Tulsi there too? His sister or whatever.
Yeah, that's his
Sister and
sister.
I collect pops. I don't usually do like the figures, but they do have a 2-pack of him and Brandy. It's actually from when he was with AEW, but it's WWE branded. I'm like, I want that one because it's the him breaking the throne one, and like she
Yeah.
brought him out, and like it's that figure. I'm like, I kind of want to get that one.
Okay,
One
it's
fall.
9:11, and both people are in the ring. So if this goes to 10, this is going to be almost a 45-minute match.
Mm-hmm.
Cena can't wrestle that long. Cena can't
That's
Well,
wrestle.
Cena
exactly
can't
what I was
wrestle, so-
thinking. Yeah, Cena didn't have to wrestle. That's what he said Friday.
Yeah. I mean, with shenanigans, I can see it lasting that long. If we have shenanigans. Because they've swerved us on that most of the pay-per-view.
Surprised he didn't have the towel behind his head like for his entrance when she did that, and just stand there.
I'll tell her to give
I
you
love that
more.
he's standing there hyping up Alicia Taylor while she's introducing him.
Just saying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, hot take, and people aren't gonna like it. Alicia Taylor makes me not miss Samantha as much.
Yeah.
Said it.
That's
with
fair.
It. Yeah. She's really good.
She is very good.
So Samantha was she was entertaining. That was like she did her own little things that made it entertaining.
Yeah.
She's just a solid announcer.
Yeah.
I'm so glad they got rid of Lillian. I love her, but
She was past it. She
She was forgetting shit every
she
week.
messed up way too much.
she missed a few, and I'm just like, oh no.
Rey
Like I
Mysterio,
gave her a pass on her
427
first night
pounds.
where
What?
when she mispronounced the Intercontinental title or whatever the first night, I gave her a pass, but then it just kind of piled on after that.
It
It's
kept
like,
happening.
oh. Here we go.
Here we
Match of the
go.
night. Here's what we're here to see.
Who's winning?
I still think it's Cena. But again, it's like I said in y'all's chat last night. Like it can still be entertaining, even though it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. I do like that he kind of went a little bit back to the high and tight there.
With what little bit of hair he has in the back.
Look, John, when after your match, when you go back and watch this, just give it up, buddy. I've got the bald spot back here too. Just go ahead and shave it.
Mm-hmm.
This is as long as it should get before you shave it again. Just give it up. It's okay. Just remember that when you go back and watch the stream after your match. We appreciate it.
That's right. Oh, and thank you, John Cena.
We can start thanking him like we did Trish.
As we should.
It looks less white this go around. Did he tan a little bit?
Does he?
He got some of that spray on tanner from Adam Cole.
No, it looks tanner, not orange.
Well, he still looks pretty pale on my screen.
I mean, he still looks pale, but like the last time he was in the ring, he looked ghostly to me. Like it was more Sheamus colored.
Pale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get off me.
I don't think Screw John Cena is what they said there, bro.
I mean, it's a synonym. That's right. He was dashing back then.
How funny would it have been though if he just came out and just like put on a technical classic match?
Well, that's what I was just thinking. Like, I'd like to see him actually wrestle because I think that would also throw a lot of people off. Because that's all Cody's
agree.
been saying through this is,
Yeah.
and you can't wrestle.
See the outside again. John's got to be quick. John Cena just been expecting to good job in this one. If that is, if that is, it's right across all ball the top is up the thing. And John Cena, he's got a great run. And it comes.
Note to Jay Uso. That's how it works.
Don't mess with my boy Jay. That's messed up.
That is the heavyweight world champion, Jey Uso to you.
Right. Probably currently still drunk.
Probably. He was so drunk at that press conference. I don't know who is planning these conferences, but somebody really needs to tell Jay he has them well before that
Sir,
point.
you have press tonight. You might want to put that down.
I mean, to be fair, you just won the championship. You should realize you have press without somebody having to tell
You
you.
should.
Kind of like when you won the tag team championship. You should know you have press because you just won the tag team titles with Cody.
Well, I mean, Cody was pretty messed up too.
And to be fair, Cody said, nobody told us we had press, and so we drank.
I don't
right,
think they
I'll be right
drank, to
back.
be honest. I think it was other libations that they were doing. Because Jay looked high as hell that
Yeah,
night.
he's coming back. He's gonna said it. Hey, take your dog.
What was that?
How was someone inviting me to play a game?
Oh, okay. Just making sure it wasn't some kind of sound on my end. I'm like, I don't know.
I usually have it on because when we get like alerts and stuff, I like Tori to be able to hear it, but I forgot to turn off my Discord.
I still have no idea how that works.
How Discord works? Neither do I.
Yeah.
I know we have one, and I know people can go into it. That's
I'm a
about
part of it.
Yeah.
I got that part down when you
Yeah.
sent me the link finally. Of course, I started it because you could get free stuff at the game that sponsored us last time. And I was just trying to get as high as I can, but that sponsorship is over now, and I don't know that the new game that we have that started sponsoring us yesterday has a Discord or not. I guess I need to look into that.
Yeah, a lot of them do. I had a random thing pop up the other day. It was like, hey, if you join our Discord, you'll be in for
Yeah.
drawings. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I'll join your Discord then.
Yeah, that's what this was. Like they gave free drops for coins or something every day on Discord. They had one like Facebook Messenger, and I mean pretty much any social media site you could get free
Matt's
crap.
gonna take a
from.
minute, so I'll be right back.
All right.
I gotta take trash out and down.
Don't call Grace that. That's messed up.
Dang. She already went to bed. Because Pappy was tired.
Yeah, shouldn't get that message again.
Well, it's not like it's jarring or anything. You
Oh,
just
no,
let it go. I'm just
I do that though because there's a streamer on TikTok that I play games with. And co-stream a little bit from time to time. I don't want her thinking I'm available here. I hate to make this off-color question here, but I wonder if you got some plugs because that spot ain't looking as big as it was. It's still there, but like it's not as jarring.
do some of that hair color for men right there.
Yeah.
And where it gets the scalp, the same color.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't look as bad. Oh, one too many times there, John. Classic John Cena calling the match. And catch it on camera.
Yep. I think you might be back a little ahead of us now.
Emma.
Yeah, because when you said one too many times, I'm like, okay, so he's probably gonna get caught here on the next one.
Yeah, I my stream messed up again, and I was behind you, and I hit fast forward too fast. I thought I had it timed.
Okay.
I'll pause here in a second when there's a. So when Cody pulls himself up from the ropes after John Cena kicks him, which
Okay.
it's not a big deal.
Okay, now.
Okay. Hopefully, I don't glitch on my system anymore.
Cole's excited because he's never done that before.
7 moves of doom now. Just keeps adding them.
Spence said that the other day he should do, like, just to piss everybody off, he should do like the lightning fist or whatever is the finish again, just to piss everybody off even more.
I still to this day don't understand what the point was in that.
That seems like it was one of those things where somebody was trying to rib him
Mm-hmm.
backstage and say, "You should do this. It's going to be," and he's like, "I'll do it."
Or he tried to make it like his people's elbow. But you already have, sir. It's the 5-knuckle shuffle. Which surprises me they still call it that.
Him not doing these quickly is all to that whole change of his character.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said the other day at the end of it, instead of doing the 5-knuckle shuffle, he should drop the people's elbow.
Oh, that would be good. Oh, speaking of which, he finished it with a rock bottom. Why not?
Yeah. Or just a
Oh.
slap to the face. Use Travis Scott's finishing move.
Slap the shit out that boy. That's
Travis
what I
Scott
said during the
"My
Jey
music's
Uso
not-"
spot when he slapped Gunther, and I'm like, your brother did it better than that.
Travis Scott saying, "My music's not the only thing that'll bust your eardrum."
Okay, nah. Oof.
His brother does it better.
I thought the same thing. Could you
Yeah.
imagine if he did that power slam in NXT and they started chanting, "You're not Dustin"? Because NXT is more marky than the crowd. That'd be great.
That was an uncomfortable sell.
Yeah, I don't know if John was too far back or something, but he seemed like it was way too low when he grabbed him. Yeah, maybe not.
Looked like maybe he was too close. So it's like he couldn't lay out.
Maybe.
You can't do that flashy shit with John.
Really, 1AA at WrestleMania, you think that's going to beat Cody? Come on now. It took Roman 37 spears.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know about that. R-Truth is still a wrestler.
Yeah. Not to mention when John Cena wins this, he'll be on SmackDown with R-Truth. I need that. I need that match.
Mm-hmm. I still think that should have been like his first night back. Is he just beats the shit out of R-Truth? Want to solidify that heel turn.
Those are pretty AA from the top rope too.
It was.
They missed the opportunity after yesterday. They could have called that the AAA, the Avalanche Attitude Adjustment.
There you go.
See, not for nothing, I don't see that WrestleMania patch on either one of their gears that
That's a good
everybody's
point.
supposed to wear.
I think Cody's is in the inside of his left boot.
There's question marks about whether Joe Cena can reach his historical. Yes, but taking a beating too, and he's still kicking it. Some of Cody Rhodes' greatest hits. And again, guys, John Cena has nothing.
That may be it right there.
Yeah, just it's a little square that's different than his right boot,
Yeah.
so maybe that's it.
Yeah, I see it. That may be it.
I don't see it on Cena anywhere. But oh, that's the lazy STF. Stuck under that chin. There's more space there than Katy Perry saw.
That was pretty good.
Oh my goodness.
So is it harder doing this with two of us here, Tori? Because we're both kind of goofy and all that.
No,
I mean, she has
no
to
different
do
than
less.
my two daughters being together. It's no different. I make that face a lot.
That's fair. I act a lot like a 16-year-old, 15-year-old.
Yeah, she tells me
Rough
quite
bump.
frequently she's done and she's leaving. So, ref's down.
Saw that coming.
Here's the ref bump.
Here comes Seth.
Somebody brought it up on our show the other day, but they really missed an opportunity not to have Charles Robinson do this match.
Yeah. Having a little Nate here for this would have made all the sense in the world.
Yeah. That's why I said if John Cena wants to go full deck, he wins with like a figure four.
Ooh. Well, especially because Ric Flair's never beat anybody with that. And now the ref's up.
Surely to God, that's not. Oh.
It's close.
Surely to God, there's not going to be zero interference in this match.
Travis Scott gonna come punch him in the face. I do
He's
like
not by
that title
himself.
though. I mean, what you laughing about though? Like the ref is still up and everything.
Not for nothing. I saw a Triple H comment that said the only person that didn't complain about the Travis Scott spot was Cody Rhodes. Never complained about it one
Not.
time.
Yeah.
And apparently, Cody told him to smack
To lay
the
it
hell out
in.
of him before they went out. Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
Which I've heard of wrestlers telling that to celebrities and stuff like that. Don't go out there and pull your punches, that kind of thing. Of course, I don't think he expected that.
Yeah. Well, it's like the interview I was talking about with he did talking about ISO speed. And he was like, here's the thing, I'm not going to hit you harder because you're a celebrity, but I'm also not going to hit you softer because you're a celebrity. Like, we're going to lay that shit in.
Yeah. I know one speed.
Of course, I don't think he expected to have his soul speared out of his body, but
Yeah. He didn't expect that. He hadn't paid attention to Braun Breaker.
Yeah.
That's your own fault at that point.
not no DQ, though. Ref is right
Till
there.
The Rock comes out and makes it no DQ
That's
because
valid.
he's the boss.
Ref. Bye, ref.
Good call.
Now punch the official like you punched Cody. I'm saying, I remember.
I guess we'll find out what he did down at the lab in Houston, like you talked about.
Mm-hmm.
The funniest thing that they could do is have the third man coming to be Omos because everybody's bitching about where's Omos been.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. And Travis Scott's dead. Nicely done, Michael Cole.
Roll out the ring, man.
He may actually be knocked out, though.
Get kick. There we go.
There it is.
Say it. It's WrestleMania. Say Dick. He kicked him in the. Damn it. There it is. And still most of the crowd cheering.
There's still 20 minutes left. It may not be done.
It may not be.
We gonna Hulk Hogan this shit?
Like I sent you earlier. Put CM Punk in the Hogan spot.
I mean, that's it, though? I don't want to be that guy, but that's it?
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Like,
17.
kind of anticlimactic.
There's a lot of cheers out there.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like the eventual spot where like he shakes the hand of the face that beats him. Like it's gonna be easy to have that turn because people are already cheering him. Like
Yeah.
he's just that guy.
Like, I mean, The Rock couldn't be bothered for WrestleMania. You've got a private jet, sir. Fly out, do the spot, and leave.
Yeah.
It's not that hard. You're not in a match. You don't have to train.
Nah, there's this is one of those. There's no excuse for this. For him to not show up.
Yeah.
I mean, the thought behind it is John Cena's been saying the entire time, do you want to listen to these people or do you want to win?
Yeah.
I mean, at least it explains that part, but maybe I guess shame on us for expecting so much more.
Well, and that happens a lot. We write something that we think is so great, and then when we don't get the thing we thought of.
Is this one of those that George Kittle surprise? God damn, George, how many beers have you had, bro?
Beer snake.
I just feel like this is one of those.
There's the
We
pyro
knew
budget.
Cena was going to win it. We knew he was going to get 17.
But compare it to last night's main event. Last night's was perfect.
Yeah.
The
And
main
then
event
we
last
get
night
this.
could have been the main event tonight.
And then we get this to break Ric Flair's record was just
And
Travis
Travis
Scott.
Scott is out here again.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I'll reiterate the same thing I said the last time he was in the ring. When I think back to like Hogan turning and all these big moments where there were celebrities there, but they're
We
not
talked
in
about-
the ring
yeah.
with the wrestlers for that, that shot.
Yeah.
Because now this will be the screenshot that we see for the next, 100 years. And they're going to be like, who's that guy? Yeah, just kind of anticlimactic.
Well, Michael, Tori, I appreciate you letting me jump in. I've got to go
No
get
problem.
ready for our post show.
Yeah.
We'll
see you in the
thank
comments
you
here
guys
shortly.
so much. Yes, sir.
All right. Well,
That was really anticlimactic.
yeah, it just kind of.
It just kind of,
Yep.
And now Travis Scott is leaving without him,
Yeah.
which makes no sense either.
Tell him to cut the music.
Yeah, this seems very anticlimactic.
Yeah. Putting the title on backwards.
So when he gets to the top of the ramp, it's showing the title.
Mm-hmm.
And the fans are chanting, "Thank you, Cena."
I do like. Did you see before he walked up the ramp, Pat McAfee and like the Bigfoot pose? Pat McAfee was trying to go up the ramp real quick, and then noticed he was in the shot. He just got stopped.
I just.
Okay.
What
so
a dumbass ending.
to try to put a positive spin on it. Maybe that's kind of the point, right? No fanfare, no fireworks, no like. Just he did what he did. He won the title, and we're done. No John Cena fanfare.
Fair enough, and I get that.
I agree with you though. If that's the case, then that should have been the main event of night one. And
Yeah.
we should have had last night's main event today. Because there's still that thing of, like, Seth winning wouldn't have had the fans go home happy, but there's a wow factor to that. So you're leaving that night going, oh my God, did you see what happened?
See, yeah, I'm with you. This should have been last night's main event.
That's nuts. Well, all right. Well, we currently have 85 people watching us. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We appreciate Big Mike for coming in, doing the hot tag and helping us out. A lot of fun watching it with him as well. Thank you for cohorts for joining in. We saw Sped jump in for a little bit. We saw Jess pop in for a little bit. Thank y'all for being here. Everybody else that was just kind of lurking, we appreciate you being here. Say something next time. Have some fun with us. We love talking. It would have been a lot, it was fun anyway, but it would have been a lot more fun if we had more people participating and asking questions and giving us their opinions of what's going on. But make sure you follow us. Make sure you get us on our Twitters, which are below each of our names here. We get the socials down at the bottom, our channel socials. Follow us on any of those. Specifically on Twitter, you'll find every single time we go live, we'll post a Twitter tweet, to show you when we're going to be and where we're going to be. We will be back again on Tuesday. Any issues Tuesday? Before I say that. All right. So we'll be back on Tuesday with our normal programming. So we'll see the news and the 3 count and all that fun stuff. Talk about a Twitter
I kinda
topic.
feel like basically all we're going to talk about is Monday Night Raw, which should be a good show.
It should be, and we can dive a little bit through what we saw here the last couple of days, and whatever we're going to catch up on the local scene, because I still got some Triller stuff I got to watch tomorrow. That is still kind of on my list, so we'll talk more about that too. But with that being said, little inside joke there. I'll tell you later. This is Kicking At 2. I am Mike. This is Tori, and we will catch you on the next one. Bye.
Here's the cover. Can he do it? Kick out at 2.